Wait, hang on. I'm gonna go that and the music plays. Hang on.
Observations with Robert Meyer Burnett.
Well, greetings, imagination connoisseurs. Once again, it is I, your viceroy of physical media, Robert Meyer Burnett, and this is episode 13 of a show that was only supposed to be, well, one show. Now it's 13 shows, and that's only if you count the ones here in the United States. And I have two of my favorite people on the planet, my favorite Yorkshireman, as HeelsvsBabyFace himself, as how is it over there in the UK this week?
Oh, dude, it's hot. It is hot. I mean, for us Brits anyway. And I'm struggling because I'm not used to this heat. Yeah, but good. It's all good. Don't get me wrong. But I am going to be
well,
doing a wee bit of this today.
As long as you look good, and you do. And then from the other side of the planet, all the way back or all the way down in Melbourne, Australia, Justin Kane from one of my favorite YouTube series, my favorite YouTube channels, Justin's Collection. Justin, how is it down there in Melbourne? Are you in lockdown again or what?
Yes, we are. Unfortunately, we have 67 cases in total. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You better watch out. But yes, we are in lockdown. Finally, because you are now talking about the hot weather, usually I complain that it's cold, and then all of y'all tell me that I have no right to complain that it's cold. Finally, I can now flip that as your hot is, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing over here. Oh, I just had to. I'm so sorry. I've been waiting for it to get hot.
I appreciate that, but I'm a Brit, and we're just not used to this, you see. We're used to our medium climate. We're used to our cloudy skies and our drizzle.
Yes, of course.
A bit of heat comes our way. We can't handle it.
Well, I have to tell you, gentlemen, it just warms my heart to see the two of you again. Every week that goes by, I get to see you, and it offsets the damage done to my bank account, which, makes it all worthwhile. So it's great to see
I just had something from Sideshow get charged today, which is a very unusual occurrence because I do not buy anything from Sideshow.
You're on the wrong mic, dude. Are you on the wrong microphone, by the way?
Me?
It sounds like you're coming through on your webcam.
Yeah, it does kind of.
Oh my goodness.
But we can still hear you. It's just we want to hear that deep, booming Justin Kane voice.
Yeah.
Okay, one moment while I check my audio.
Oh wait, there you go.
How is that?
It sounds a little better, but it was better when you were close up. Like you're not. I don't know if we're not.
Just look up.
What about that?
Well, yeah, that sounds good, but it still sounds like.
And now
that's good. Yeah.
All right. Is that now repaired? Will it work for this?
Now it sounds better. It sounds like you're mixing the two.
I put the gain up, so hopefully that helps.
It's better.
Okay.
So what did Sideshow? I'm dying, dude. I'm dying. I'm on pins and needles. What did Sideshow? By the way,
my microphone is in shot. I hate that, but it's in shot.
Oh well, this is episode, a fully articulated episode 13, which makes it, I think, as our 26th episode of the
26
with hot toys and fully articulated. Yeah. This was supposed to be one episode, and I know we say it every week, but I'm marveling over the fact that, my God, we're still doing this show after 26 weeks. Wow.
Well, I was talking to somebody about it the other day because they were just saying how they just love the show. They just love, and last week, of course, we had our biggest audience yet. We had 1.3, nearly 1.4 thousand tuned in last
badass.
week.
See, but I'm
You get rid of Justin, and then the viewership goes up.
I'm a small channel, so we're going to do half of that today. But maybe as I grow my subscribers,
if I jump off, then maybe it's gonna.
No. But I was speaking to somebody after the show, and they were just saying how much they just loved the fact that somebody was, just talking about toys, and nobody's really sort of talking about toys and the collectibles, which we all kind of pick up and we put behind us, and not a lot of people actually discuss it. And I said, well, I just chucked the idea at Robert and said, what about one show where we just talk about some of the toys that we like? And I was kind of nervous that we might not even get a 2-hour show out of it.
I know, and I'm just like, that sounds cool, let's do that.
Yeah, 26 weeks later, and bringing Justin in. He's, this is like third, fourth, fifth episode for Justin as well. So,
well, it's funny. I mean, I just reached out to you, and I didn't know Justin. I just watched his show like a lot, and he seems to be dropping videos almost every day now. Green Lantern dropped today, I think.
Yeah, I dropped 2 today. Yeah,
2 today, and I'm like, and he was very, very nice, and he's like, I don't know who the hell you are, but okay, I'll come talk toys with you, okay. And but no, it was very funny because, as I explained, in this house, Elizabeth and I would actually do, and with love, I say this with love, we would do impressions of Justin's great Australian accent, and to know him now, to have gotten to know him, and not only that, he's given me something, he gave me something, which I'm going to show in the show that showed up. I got a box from Australia, which was very exciting, along with a few other boxes.
I'm just looking downstairs. No, nothing. No, okay, nothing. Right. Cat Bell says nothing for me. I'm going to fan myself in distress.
I was supposed to get Moji cases today, by the way, and the UPS, apparently there was some shenanigans, didn't pick them up. I don't know. What are you going to do?
Hey, remember last week when I said I haven't spent a penny this show?
Mm-hmm. Right.
About 2 hours later, if you saw my Twitter, it was just like, me, I haven't spent a penny this show, and then it was me now, and there was a very guilty looking kid in the gift.
Are you going to tell us?
I went, I don't know what possessed me. Maybe it's the fact that I didn't pick up anything during the show, but I went nuts. I went freaking nuts at the end of I just bought everything.
Are you going to tell us or keep it a secret?
Well, I mean, a couple of pieces are here. A couple of pieces have arrived. Another piece is just shipped with my Moji cases today. Mm-hmm. So that should be arriving. Well, it says Monday, but I think it's going to arrive before Monday because I've already paid the import fees.
Wow.
Import fees on 10 Moji cases and a 1 in 6 scale. Holy shit. You could buy a 1 in 6 with those fees. And then there's quite a few that are just pre-order, but one of them was in stock. And I have to say, when it arrived, I think it's great. A little story behind it, which I'll tell later. But when it arrived, I checked it online because I just wanted to flick through the pictures just to see how, certain things are set up on it. And when I went to it, it did say, join the wait list. I took the last one by the looks of it.
Oh.
That's always a good feeling, though. Come on. You've deprived others. You've deprived others. It's fantastic.
But I pulled the trigger on Gandalf after Gary. I pulled the trigger on Arwen as well. The deluxe one with the chaise longue.
With the sleeping bed.
Yeah, with the death bed or whatever, And then there was a couple of things over on which we'll probably look at Toys Wonderland, which I now, Justin, have a account. Do you know what I really was impressed with Toys Wonderland? Is I've just been purchasing stuff ad hoc at the moment with them. Okay. And then I thought, look, because I don't get charged import fees, because they do the third-party stuff, I might as well just set an account up, for goodness sake. It'd just be so much easier.
Why not?
I set an account up, and it placed all my orders, which I'd done ad hoc. It just recognized where I purchased, and I was just like, that is sweet. So I did pre-order a White Wolf, which is the new
so good
movie version for the Geralt of Rivia.
That
just looks special.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I might have that calling up to show you that figure right now. Let me put this in. So for the people that you don't know, Geralt the Witcher, I'll put this up for this. This just went up. This is a third-party figure. It is fantastic. Let me get this is everything it comes with, and let me I'll put you in, Coach, the close-ups of the head sculpt, and they're fantastic. But this figure looks to come with lots and lots of cool stuff. I mean, accessories. I really like the tailoring on the no base here, but here's like, look at this head sculpt. There's one angle on the head sculpt. I think it's a fantastic looking head sculpt, and Justin, you're probably happy that it has sculpted hair. Here's another version on the head sculpt, and I think this is a great figure. That
I got was the rooted hair, because it's tied back so tight.
Yeah,
it's great. But yeah, I think this much prefer this one to have sculpted hair.
So what do you guys think of this figure?
Beautiful.
It looks fantastic. I've never heard of Buzz Toy. Is Buzz Toys, right? I never heard of them. But I have now, and I will be very keenly watching on what they do next. The display-based thing, though, I don't. It's a bit of a crime. Like, imagine the cool stuff they could have done, because you get that severed arm of the creature, right? Like in that pack.
Yeah, the trophy.
They could have given us like half a creature as the display base, or something like, or just a grassy, outcrop, or a cobblestone path, or something classy like that. But they didn't, which is fine, I guess. But it kind of makes it feel like what it is, a third-party type of deal. Whereas if they had done the full-on display base with the metal nameplate and everything, it would have felt a little bit more legit. But I don't know. Maybe they just didn't feel like it at the time.
By the way, we got early super chat from our friend, and she says, "Hi, Justin and RMB, looking forward to this show." And then she says she loved the Ezekiel figure.
Hey, I just replied to her comment on that video, actually. Thank you. Yeah, that figure is awesome. Really nicely done dreadlocks. I'd never seen a figure with dreadlocks before. It's all sculpted. They nailed it. Looks really good. I've never seen Walking Dead before, so that's on my to-do list.
Dude, you've been making too many figure reviews. You got to start watching stuff.
That's the thing, right? Because like 3-0 said, we're going to send you that and the other one, the one that you
Tormund, Giant's Bane from Game of Thrones. That's a great review you did, by the way.
Thank you. I don't go in for the medieval type of stuff. Like, it's just not my vibe. You know what I mean? Like, people have their vibes. I'm more of the sci-fi, that sort of realm, realistic sort of stuff. I don't really go in for the medieval. So people like telling me constantly to watch Game of Thrones, and I'm like, no, I don't want to see it. I've got no interest in it whatsoever. I don't care how good the story is. It's just not for me. And then 3-0 emails me and says, hey, would you like to review this this Tormund? And I don't want to say no, because then potentially they're not going to send me anything in the future. So I have to be the hypocrite now and review something from something that I said I would never review anything from. So fast forward to now.
The awareness is beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, so there you go. I said I wasn't going to ever review Game of Thrones stuff, and now it seems I am.
As you should. Because that brings up something. That brings up something today. Since it's early on, I did get this. I got this because of the Henry Cavill head sculpt for the black suit Superman. But when I went there, I saw something that I had to buy, and it came, and I'm going to show it to you, gentlemen.
Ooh, is it good? That is the question.
It is okay. I'll let you guys be the judge. Let me.
Okay.
I'll do a close up on it. Here is my Jon Snow head sculpt from Game of Thrones, and I don't know if you can see this. The eyes glisten. This head sculpt is amazing. It's just, it's amazing. I can't wait to get. The figure is coming. I've got the Jon Snow recently, but this head sculpt, I got it from, what is it, 1/6 kit. I'm trying to keep it in, and I have to tell you, the likeness on this is spot on, and this came really quickly from 1/6 kit, very, very fast, and I can't wait to get the figure. And it's funny because Elizabeth and I rewatched Game of Thrones, and while season 7 and 8 have problems, but I enjoyed the show so much that I'm like, you know what? Because I've got Brienne of Tarth. You won't know this, Justin, but I have 2 different Tyrions. I have a Cersei Lannister, and I'm like, I'm gonna get like at least the Starks. I got to get Bran Stark because he comes in a wheelchair. I don't have a wheelchair yet, and it's a chair.
Oh my god!
The evil wheelchair.
Is going nuts now, dude.
I got to get that. And he's got
one with wheels.
And then I got to get Arya Stark and Sansa Stark, even though the head sculpts aren't the best. I got to get the Stark clan, and it just made me happy. And then I saw your Tormund Giantsbane video. I'm like, you know what? I'm down with the Game of Thrones tip, even though they're kind of sporadic. I don't think I need a Night King because he turned out to be useless. But because I watched Game of Thrones again, I'm like, you know what? I miss these characters. I'm gonna get the figures, even though they're really sporadically strange releases, but they're good releases. And you that Tormund Giant, you saw how good those figures are.
Yeah, I just reviewed it because I knew nothing about the series, so I just reviewed it from a technical perspective, and what they delivered was, in my opinion, pretty good. It was, pretty good body, tight joints, it looked about the right size and scale, he came with great accessories, and the head sculpt looked awesome. So from a technical perspective, it checked all of my boxes, so I was perfectly happy with it.
Yeah,
I can't do it. I just can't do it. I know there's going to be plenty of people that will, but... No, season 8 just destroyed that show.
I know,
destroyed it, and I can't even watch the good stuff, the 1 to 5, season 1 to 5. I just can't even do that. I have zilch interest. I'm zilch interest in the upcoming prequels. I don't care about the franchise anymore. They killed it for me. Dead.
I don't know what to tell you. I felt the same way.
Me neither.
But, watching it again, I felt like
I'm with you, Az. It's terrible.
Come on now. Oh,
come on, man.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to fund myself after that.
Steph loves the show though, so it's at least one of us enjoys Game of Thrones. So there you go. I can info about this Tormund character. I was calling him Tormund until she told me I was pronouncing it incorrectly, and I would be made a fool of if I pronounced it that way in my video. So thank you to Steph for correcting me.
You will be pointed and laughed at.
Yes.
Well,
so I did not do that, luckily. So thank you for letting me know. She is now sleeping, obviously, so I can't actually thank her. But the thing that I ordered that is shipping... Do you all want to know the Sideshow thing that I alluded?
What, are you kidding me? We're waiting with bated breath.
Oh, okay. The Sideshow comic book version of Harley Quinn with the Fison body is shipping.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. The exclusive one. I got the exclusive one with both heads. It's still... you can order it now. It's still available, I'm pretty sure. It's got a Fison body underneath that classic Harley Quinn outfit. It's got the mallet. It's got a goofy expression. Looks fantastic. So, review coming soon. It'll be shipped hopefully tomorrow, I think. I've got no experience with Sideshow, so I don't know.
Now, I got to tell you guys, I get excited when strange figures from movies that I like get made. Things that are unexpected. Things that I'm like, wow, a third party's making this figure. Something dropped on Toys Wonderland that is from one of my favorite movies. I don't know, like, why. I don't know who made these. Are not toyetic. These are decidedly untoyetic figures, but I want to show them because I can't wait. They're from Present Toys, and it is a 2-pack from, wait for it, The Shawshank Redemption. The Shawshank Redemption, a 2-pack with Tim Robbins as Andy Dufresne and Morgan Freeman as Red. The Shawshank Redemption toys. I mean, I had to have these. You've got the, I mean, look at these. Not very toyetic. I think the sculpts, they're pretty great. I mean, I had to have these. I don't know what you guys think about something like this, but I mean, I can't believe, first of all, I can't believe that somebody at a company was like, I was watching the Shawshank Redemption yesterday, and I figured, what's missing from my life? Shawshank Redemption action figures.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna completely rock your world now.
Oh.
You strip Morgan Freeman and you put him in a very nice suit.
But they are making a Lucius Fox.
Wait a minute.
They're making one.
Wait, who is? Who's making?
Daft Toys. Daft Toys, I think. They're making a Lucius Fox and an Alfred with a serving platter with a meal on it. When he presents the meal when Bruce Wayne's, brooding or whatever in the penthouse, and he brings the little tray. It's that Alfred. I'm pretty sure the letter is on there as well. I don't know. But yes, that is the early third-party Morgan Freeman. But there is another.
Let me just show you this. With the briefcase, with the clipboard, with the glasses. So this is I guess a Dark Knight Lucius Fox. I really like this figure a lot. I think maybe it might be Dark Knight Rises, and he actually comes with a pen with this clipboard. So I just want to say that I'm a big Lucius Fox fan. I will buy Morgan Freeman figures, but I've had this for a while. I can't wait to put it in my Module case with my entire Christopher Nolan Batman lineup.
Badass.
It's pretty badass. I love this. I can't wait. I always display him when I have them displayed next to the Batman Armory with Bruce Wayne and Alfred. The Hot Toys, Bruce Wayne and Alfred. So there you go.
But they're also making a BVS Alfred.
Yes, I'm very excited about that. Jeremy Irons Alfred. I think he's the most badass Alfred there was.
Yes. Yes.
So yes, I am very excited about that. Very.
Me too. Hashtag me too, by the way.
There is something else that dropped that really got my blood.
Sorry, 2 seconds though. That Harley Quinn looks beautiful.
It looks good, right?
We will see.
We will see when it arrives, because I've been tricked before by these sideshow figures. I'm hoping it's going to be fantastic because it looks really, really good. And if the Fison body is as the same one they use in Wonder Woman, it's going to be perfect in my opinion. So I'm really excited. Probably more than I should be, because it's just a classic Harley figure. We've seen those before, but. Anyway,
this is the proper Harley Quinn. Yeah.
Yes,
sorry,
it is badass.
No, not at all. Yes, I was looking for photographs, but I'll put it up. But I just had to say that this thing it's $5,000.
Wow.
It's $5,000.
I'm now turned on. So carry on.
It's a Prime One studio.
Oh yeah, I know yes, I know.
And I looked at this and I'm like, it's a whole diorama. It's $5,000. I need to show this because here it is. It is Godzilla versus Kong. Now, this thing is huge, huge, huge. I mean, it's got, you can see it. It lights up. Godzilla lights up. It's got all of these different features. I mean, this thing, I can't believe this. It is so gigantically huge, this whole thing. That the sculpting, you have different sculpts on Kong, 3 different choices. He comes with the battle axe. There's the flying wing that you can mount on the top of the building. It's got all of these cool effects, these explosion effects. Look at Godzilla's mouth, his atomic breath. I mean, I can't even. I'm looking at this, the city pieces. I'm just looking at this. Look at 142 centimeters by 66 centimeters by 80 centimeters. This thing is freaking-gantic, and I just look at this stuff and I'm like, dude, how can I not want this in my life? So gentlemen,
some expenses have just come available.
Bye, babe. I'm leaving you. But I thought this was amazing. I mean, as far as Prime 1 statues, I was going to get this a Macross, a Robotech Prime 1 statue, and they dropped it, the Geralt mode, and I didn't. I'd pre-ordered it, and I'm like,
God damn it.
I didn't do it.
This is so good. I haven't even watched Kong versus Godzilla, but I still want that.
Dude, I mean,
I have nowhere to put it. I'll put it in my bed. I'll sleep on the floor in the front room.
I mean, I just look at this. I look at these pictures, right? I mean, these angles. It looks so cinematic. It's so cool. And who cares if it's $5,000? I mean, it's like, what are you gonna do? I would. Yeah, who cares? I look at this thing and it just looks so awesome to me. Look at it comes with a helicopter. I mean, I mean the angles on this thing. It would just be so much fun to take iPhone photos and put them on Instagram every day of your life. I mean, it's the kind of thing where I'm like, yep, one more Instagram picture of my Kong versus Godzilla. I mean, I can't believe that they're making this. I can only imagine if I told Elizabeth, yes, honey, I'm buying a $5,000 statue. She hates statues as it is. But if I told her I was buying, like, the most expensive statue, and I'm like, yeah, but it's a diorama base, and it lights up.
It's so good, though.
Come on, man.
There hasn't been anything. I haven't seen anything like that, statue-wise.
No.
In terms of the dynamicism of it.
Do you want to see something so incredibly realistic that you will not believe your eyes?
Sure.
Yes.
So there's a statue company that I was sort of semi-aware of, but I looked at it earlier in my live stream with Jetta Patrol. Some of the chat put me onto them. So one of the head sculptors who used to work at Hot Toys, his name is Kojin. He is now working for a company, or I don't know if he owns it. It's called JND Studios. Search up JND Studios Wonder Woman or Catwoman, either of those two, and they look like a real person.
Oh my god! Okay,
I could not believe my eyes.
Wait a minute. Let me shop. Let me pull up and.
We thought Hot Toys were the pinnacle, and then you see that, and then that's like something else.
Let me throw this in here. I'll throw this in the chat. Here it is, and it's only $2,000. I mean, let's see if I can look at this. Hyper real movie statue. I mean, this is some. Let's go through this and check out. Let's get a different. Although I do have to say, her lips do look a little big. The face is amazing, but her. I mean, look at the eyes. I mean, yeah, oh yeah. And then also, they've got their Joker and their Wonder Woman. I mean, this Joker figure is outstanding as well. This is pretty dope, man. Yeah, and look at it. Look at that. I mean, that is pretty amazing. I mean, in terms of lifelike work, that's pretty incredible. Wow. And then they also make an Arthur Fleck that I think might be their piece de resistance. I mean, this Arthur Fleck is I can't even begin to describe how good this thing looks. I mean, this is incredible, really incredible. So, I mean, I don't know, last night, Justin, I watched your live stream with Jetta Patrol, and you were talking about statues with Jetta, and one of the things that he said that I thought was really interesting, he's like, look, the only thing about certain statues, the statues that I would buy are when they're in really dynamic poses that I can't put my figures in. And I thought that was a really interesting point. Like it never occurred to me, because obviously you always are quick to say that with my figure I don't choose to push the joints. This is as far as I'm going to go, because I don't want to. What do you say?
This is my limit for a pose. It's safe. It's still the character. It's in character. He did this pose in the movie, but I don't have him doing anything crazy, and I wouldn't do that with most of my figures. They're just in a simple, classy museum pose. I don't want to destroy anything, but I guess yes, that is a very good point for the statue collectors out there. If you have to really, really love that pose though, because that's the pose you're going to have forever.
Right.
So, I mean, I would take. This is just me personally. You all in the chat or whatever don't have to agree with me, but I would take the ability to change the pose, even if it can't get as dynamic as that one particular pose in the statue. I would still take the ability to change it over having something so dynamic, if you know what I mean.
I agree with you, but I watch you. I've never streamed with him. I've never met him, but we talked about him before. Gem Mint is my go-to.
Yes, our collab is coming out today. Hey.
I love his channel. I love his collection. He just seems like somebody I got to reach out to and maybe have him on the show, because I watch all of his I watch all of his statue reviews, even though I'm not going to ever buy statues.
Our statues versus figures video, and we discuss literally all of this: pose, price point, space issues, exclusivity, all that stuff. That is, I think he wants to drop it at like 2 p.m. US time. I don't know what the heck time that would be here. I just said, sure thing, we'll drop it then.
That's today?
Yeah.
Oh, that's I can't believe Justin's channel and Gem Mint teams up. I mean,
yeah,
mind blown.
Yeah. So it's the same video, just with a different intro on his channel and on my channel. So it'll be live on both channels. So no matter where you're subbed, you'll see it. But yeah, it's an interesting topic, and I cannot wait to see what people in the comments say about the points that we raised, because we also flipped it where I sort of argued for the statue side for some of the points, and then he argued for the figures. So it was fun. I had fun.
Wow, that's awesome. I can't wait to watch. I just love that guy. Is he a nice guy in person?
Long, though. Yeah, he's really nice. And we had a really good rapport. It was completely unscripted. It was all one take, super easy. It was pretty effortless, to be honest with you. And yeah, it was a great guy.
Oh, I'm great. I love hearing that, because his statues and he did one. God, what was it? It was like the biggest thing I'd ever seen. I think it was a Venom Pool statue that he reviewed.
Yes, I think I know the one.
It
Big
was
boy.
Huge. I mean, that thing was giant. Like, what? How do you move? Like, where do you? Oh my God, it was insane.
I don't know. I wouldn't even know how statue collectors, especially YouTube statue collectors, because they buy them all, right? Like figure collectors do. I have enough
when
trouble.
you got a house the size of mine.
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
It becomes a cutoff point where you're just like, no.
We're like, no more.
No more.
I do have a new obsession, by the way. I don't know if you all want to know what my new obsession is.
Is it legal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Except right now in Australia it isn't, because you can't go to the store and pick them up, because you can only go with a 5K radius. So you can't go and pick up your items, unfortunately. You're locked down. So no, technically it's not legal. But everywhere else it is. I started watching, about a week ago, the original...
Women getting changed in their bedroom.
Oh my God, please. It's PG show. We're not here for that. Come on now. I started watching Mobile Suit Gundam.
My man. Now, which Gundam are you watching? Did you go back to start with the 70s? The original? Okay.
Yeah. The one from 1979, I do believe.
The beginning of the Universal Century.
So of course,
this is a rabbit hole.
So of course, come on now. I had to get an Gundam, right? And what Gundam do you get? There are so many. They're all various grades, right?
Well, you're talking about a Gundam kit. You got Gunpla.
Correct. Okay. Gunpla.
So you haven't discovered
worldwide sensation.
Way do you start with them? If you go down this rabbit hole, I'm just going to warn you. It's as bad, if not worse, than Hot Toys. But the metal
the
metal build Gundams, which I am very passionate about,
yes,
it's hideously expensive. But
well, I decided to purchase an Gundam, and I wanted a big sized one. I didn't want 144 or 100.
You gotta go perfect grade or go home. Perfect grade or go home. 160 is scale, bruh.
They just recently released the perfect grade unleashed version of the RX-78-2, the original, and this is it. It is absolutely
okay. Do you know how long I've had this on pre-order? For like a year. The first wave of them, they like did not get stateside. I am dying. I can't believe it right now that you have this. You get everything first because you live close to Hong Kong.
Wait.
In Japan.
Wait. Also, I'll just show you the light up beam saber.
Oh God! Yep. And you put that whole thing together yourself too.
I did, and it took me an entire day, but well worth it. It's got diecast in it. It's really sturdy, heavy.
Did you paint any of that, or is it just clean? It's just right out of the box.
No, it's just out of the. I did panel lines. That's the only thing I did. So I bought the Gundam markers with it, and I did all the panel lines. But I had all the stickers on him, and I thought it looked horrible. It's too busy. It had so many decals and stickers. It looked horrible. So I took them all off. Now he's just clean like he was in the show. But I'm a bit OCD, so I wanted something that looked exactly like the show. Because if you all have seen the show, he doesn't look like this. He's not so crazy.
You have no idea how much I'm salivating over this right now. You have no idea. I've been waiting for this kit. This is the ultimate perfect grade Gunpla kit ever.
Is it?
Yes.
I also got the original, and he is perfectly animation accurate. And if I had to pick out of the two, I would go with the original.
Okay. That was the very first perfect grade Gunpla kit made, though. That kit is the same tooling. That kit's about almost 20 years old. That perfect grade.
1998, and you have no idea. You have no idea how much I struggled with the instructions because there is no English.
Right.
There is no multi-step thing showing you which way to turn the part and which screws to use because you do have screws. It says it in kanji. Which screw? It doesn't. It just says like, small silver screw. So I had to translate it all, of course, with my phone. So it took me so much longer. Plus, I had to paint the sensor up on top, and I had to paint the eyes and the little schnozzle things on his face. I had to paint all of that because it's an older kit, so they didn't accommodate any of that. So all of that was painted, and then I did a gloss on it. But yeah, I wanted a super animation accurate one, so I now have that also. But
it's interesting. Yeah. Look, for me, they've Gunpla.
You like
kits,
this one, huh?
Well, I haven't. I dream of it. I dream of that kit because I like the extra added detail, like what it would look like if it was more realistic. Obviously, that Gundam kit is. I mean, it's got so many features on it and everything. It's so cool. They came out with a figure.
This opening flap here that you can flip that around and then store his shield on his back. There's million panels that open on this thing, like all these various panels that open. You can reveal the details.
No, I'll tell you something. If you just stick to the perfect grade kits, the Gundam perfect grade kits are great. I
will be getting the Zaku next. The green Zaku, I think. And then I'll get Shah's Zaku. And then I think that's, for now at least, that's going to be it. But I can't promise that because...
Just you wait. I mean, if you stick to... The perfect grade kits are expensive, but well worth it, as you can see. I mean, I think they're the best iterations until you get to the metal build.
This thing is a beauty. The only thing with the new guy is he doesn't have articulated fingers anymore. He has pre-posed hands, and I think they're a little bit too big. They're kind of massive.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer that it doesn't have jointed fingers.
And also, he doesn't come with a display base, where some perfect grades in the past came with display bases where now they're not, which is quite... And the stickers were horrible. I don't know if I mentioned. Stickers were quite bad. And he was double the price of this guy. So I was... Yeah. Not sure about
Well,
that.
I'm so
He's in
proud
stock
of you.
in Australia. If you want me to send one to you,
Well,
you can get him from a local hobby store.
It's interesting because here, like I've had it on order at Big Bad Toy Store forever, and they because this was such a popular thing, and there's so many build videos online, it just hasn't come to the States, or at least I'm sure some importers have him, but I've been waiting and waiting and waiting.
I just walked into my local store and they had one up on the shelf. I was like, "Hey, I want that," and they took them on down.
Yeah, and I had to put down money in order to get it, and I have no idea when it's going to show. And that was back in September, I think. But what can I tell you?
You're gonna love it. It's a much simpler build than the original, which is definitely a good thing in my opinion. And it's a fun process versus this thing, which was an absolute nightmare. I literally sat there at the dining table, and Steph was playing Mass Effect. She got the new Mass Effect trilogy remake, whatever. She was sitting there, and I was just literally, I was like, oh. She's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "This bloody Gundam." And she's like, "Well, just finish it tomorrow." I was like, "No, I need to finish it today." She's like, "Why?" I was like, I need to pose it. I want to pose the gun." And then she came over once I'd finished, and she looked at the original one, and she's like, "Yeah, the new one's better." I was like, "What? No, the original one."
Well, I mean, I understand you talk about being animation accurate, but let me ask you this from a philosophical standpoint. You know, because we're watching animation, but don't you think? I'll give you insight into my personality. When I'm watching something that's animated like Gundam, I'm imagining what it would look like if it existed in the real world. If I'm not watching animation, so even when I watch, like, whether it's Gundam or Macross or whatever super robot show I like from the 70s, Great Mazinga or Raideen or Getter Robo G, which I have here. Yeah, I imagine them as being real.
Do you know anything about this Mazinga, by the way? I was sent one recently, and I need to review it. I know nothing about it.
Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like the Captain America of Japan.
Oh.
I mean, Great Mazinga Zeto. I mean,
it's a Zero. It's a Mazinga Zero.
Is that from the movie? There was a movie that came out. Well, I have a Sola Chigoken, a DX Mazinga over there that has its whole base and it's dope. I mean, Mazinga is like the Captain America of Japanese super robots.
Okay. Well, I will have to do some research before I review it. But yeah, I'm totally with you. The whole what would they look like in real life, realistic look, and because animation in the 80s was cheap, right? They couldn't afford to do as much detail as they probably wanted to do. But in the same vein, without the show, the toys don't really exist and the characters don't really exist, right? So for me, especially with Transformers, I want it to be like as show accurate as possible. I want it to look as blocky and as basic and as flat as they are. I want them to look just like the show. And by the way, I know you collect these little dudes in Australia. I think we are the first in the world. We got the Kingdom Rodimus Prime with his big honkin' trailer. He arrived in Australia.
I have that on pre-order.
He is a beauty. You will love it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's the same sort of principle with the Gundams as it is with the Transformers. I love the Transformers when they look like the anime, like they've just come straight out of the anime. But I love them when they have, like the other version, I love them when they have a more realistic, what would it look like if it truly existed type of vibe to it. My Optimus Prime's been taken in a couple of days. You've already got the Optimus Prime. But mine's going to be taken in and shipping soon. And that's a beauty. This is just an absolute,
Well, that's the thing. This is 100% animation accurate, which is quite rare because they've taken the toy model and then they scanned it in to the animation, and now they've made a toy of the animation. So it's like complete synergy, which this is the perfect combo, in my opinion. But that's why I guess I picked up both of these, because I wanted to have a representation of both different styles on the shelf. If they do a Zaku in this realistic sort of look, I'll be very happy with that as well.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Now, there's another figure that dropped for pre-order that I wanted Hot Toys to do, that they're not doing. So, and this is another character from Infinity War and Endgame.
Okay.
One of the Obsidian Order.
Oh yes.
And that would be this character is called, well, the figure's called the Space Wizard, Mr. Ebony Maw. I think this figure looks absolutely great. I mean, it looks like it has rooted hair, which is kind of cool for this. And I love this character, and it's I love the thing, and I mean, I think this character, I love how they have this displayed over New York, and this is something I really wanted Hot Toys to make, and I was kind of bummed out that they didn't, but this looks really respectable. I mean, I'm looking at this figure thinking, all right, how could you not want to drop the green on this? Hang on, what were you gonna say?
Do you know why it looks so good?
I do not.
Because I'm 99.9% sure that is Toy Zero who has made that. And Toy Zero have made the Juggernaut and the Heimdall and the Green Goblin that's behind Rob, obviously. So that's why it looks as good as it does, because this company knows what they're doing. It's just one of their subsidiary brands. So very sneaky.
I mean, I love that it's just the generic Space Wizard. I thought to myself,
Yes,
clearly
of
you
course.
didn't come up with that name. You would have come up with something a bit more cheeky.
I try. Yes, I try to.
But along with the Nightmare Joker, this is probably my next favorite thing that's come out from a third party, just because I really wanted this figure.
Apparently Heimdall will be dropping this week, by the way. He'll be releasing this week, apparently.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
When I was talking earlier about when Toys Wonderland put all my orders together,
Yes.
one thing that I was really happy with, not just that it was nice and convenient for me, it's just that when I purchase from Toys Wonderland, I always pay up front. I don't put anything on, layaway or whatever you call it.
Yes.
So I could see all the stuff that was paid for, just paid for and waiting for.
It's in the ether now.
Yeah, waiting for it to eventually ship. But one thing which I really like on Toys Wonderland at the moment, third party, and I'm not sure if you've done a video on this, Justin. If you have, I have missed it for some reason. But I really like the look of the Ock.
Oh, yes,
Which
I
is
have reviewed that. He is excellent.
Wait,
Yeah,
the Witch?
I really like it.
I'll call it up. The which one?
The Doc Ock.
Oh.
It's the OCK, which is the third party Dr. Octopus, which is the a version, of course, from Spider-Man 2.
Get it while you can is all I will say, because once that is gone, it's a third party. They will not reissue it. And if he shows up in this Spidey movie, y'all will be wanting him. So everyone who is watching, if y'all want a Doc Ock, now is the time.
Yeah, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for it. Yeah,
I'm gonna get it.
Oh, by the way, all of my dioramas have arrived. They are sitting downstairs in Steph's office, and she is not happy about it. But there is a huge stack of boxes, and those street scene dioramas are huge, and they are way heavier than I expected. They weigh a ton. So I will review them at some point, but I'm cautiously optimistic because the other ones that I've reviewed have been excellent. The Star Wars one with the Crash Snowspeeder was great, by the way.
Hang on, let me pull this up. This Doc Ock. Are you speaking about the Toys Era version? Is that the one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, so here is the Toys Era version of Doc Ock, and this looks extraordinary. I mean, what a complex figure this is, and it looks. I think this yeah, man, this figure just looks incredible. Definitely something I can imagine Do you think Hot Toys would ever make this?
I highly doubt it. I've been hoping that they will do a Spidey, or someone will do an updated version of that Spidey. Like, come on now. We've got that Green Goblin. We've got their Doc Ock. If they're making the villains, surely they will also want to make Spider-Man. They have shown that they can do Spider-Man suits. So I was hoping that they would, but they still haven't. Nobody has done an updated Raimi Spidey, which is a crime, if you ask me.
I think Alfred Molina was just the perfect casting for Dr. Octopus.
So perfect that they didn't change it the second time round. Potentially.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, maybe.
Allegedly.
We'll see.
Potentially.
But yeah,
Will
just
they?
absolutely
Won't they?
perfect.
I don't know.
Okay,
So-
I've done it. I pulled the trigger. I've purchased the dock.
You won't regret. You will not regret.
No, I don't think I will at all. I don't think I will at all. The only reason why, I'll just be honest. I'll just be completely honest. The only reason why I haven't pulled the trigger to date is because when I said after the show last week, I went a bit crazy. I went fucking chicken oriental. Okay. I don't know what came over me. I don't know what it was, but I have got so many things on pre-order after that night. I have got stuff on eBay, on freaking Toys Wonderland, on 1 in 6 Outfitters, from Sideshow. Right. You weren't here, Justin, last week. Robert,
Yep.
we talked about the anime girls, and I said I saw this these 1 in 6s of some like rather cool like schoolgirl / military.
Yeah.
I think I know the ones.
I couldn't remember what it was. And then after the show, after the stream, I was getting tons of is it this, is it that? So I looked back in my history and I discovered it was actually called Serene Hound. That was the Serene Hound. Yes.
Sounds like my dog after she's had a smacko.
Well, there was 3 figures. There was 2 sisters, which looked very similar. Got different colored hair, but they looked very similar. And then there was another one called Catherine, and they all just looked great.
Okay.
I just think they all just look fucking awesome. So I got them.
Let me have a look. Hold on.
Yeah. Have a look at those. So I got those on pre-order now because they're not out yet, but because they're eBay, you obviously have to purchase them outright.
Right.
Then,
Okay, yes.
because I've gone down this rabbit hole, I saw the hot toy 1 in 6 Doonan from Appleseed.
Classic.
Oh, yeah.
Old
And I was
figure,
just
old
like,
figure.
I didn't even know Hot Toys did one.
I have that
Go on
figure.
and get it. So now I want, obviously, I want the Briareos now.
Yep.
Which is really difficult. So I've got her coming. Oh, I wish.
Nice.
I've got her coming from Japan. That shipped. I had 5 G.I. Joes arrive. Robert knows I had the bloody there's a Chinese film which just looks really good.
Oh yeah, say what you pre-ordered.
Yeah, there's a Chinese film which looks really interesting, sci-fi, and there is a hot toy out of the lead character.
It's Damn Toys. It's Damn Toys.
Yeah, Damn
Okay.
Toys. And it's Captain Wang Li.
It's that one I showed you, Justin, with the
Oh yeah, that
astronaut
looks
suit.
incredible.
And it
That
just
looks
looks, it just look. Can we get that up, Robert?
Yeah, hang
Captain
on.
Wang Li.
Yeah. Let's see.
Because that just looks so damn good.
Damn.
And then I won't tell you what the other 1 in
damn
6
toys.
is because that shipped because that was in stock
Oh.
and that shipped. So I want to, but I just liked the aesthetic of it. So I just went on this crazy
Buying spree.
Yeah, I just went on this crazy buying spree and I didn't know when to stop.
Never.
And then I
is the
decided.
answer.
Well,
Never.
I decided to stop when I got an email from Sideshow saying, "Hey, we're gonna take $2,000 from you for your module cases." And I was like, "Okay,
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna stop now."
That's your cue.
Yeah. Okay. Okay,
I'm
I might regret some of the. I might be living off beans on toast this month, but okay, good, it's all good.
Here, let me just bring this up.
I had
So
a
the
weird
York, I was
thing
just like,
arrive.
yeah.
I had a weird thing arrive yesterday. Well, I guess it's not weird. It's weird to me because I haven't seen it. The bike from Akira has arrived. I have not seen Akira. A friend of mine who's a huge anime fan told me not to watch it. He's like, yeah, it's such an interesting art style, but it's so weird. Don't watch it. You won't like it. I'm like,
are you out of your mind?
Okay. By the way, this is the same guy who convinced me to give him that bike. So he is now getting it after I review it.
Dude, it's it's one of the greatest 6 scale. I have the original issue of it that's 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the single greatest 6 scale accessories ever made. And if you like Akira, which I do, it is incredible.
Now you're making me want to keep it. I've already promised to give it to you.
Dude, you got to. All I can tell you is when you open it up, your word chonky. It's chonky and heavy because when you turn it on, it has sound effects.
I heard that.
You can plug an external speaker. It lights up. I mean, first of all, when you see Akira, the Kaneda's bike is one of the most iconic vehicles, I would dare say, in cinema history. Yeah. It really is, and you're gonna want it, and you're not gonna want to give it up. Get yourself another one. Just preemptively get yourself another one because that thing, when I first got mine, and I guess they haven't changed it. It's just a reissue.
No, it's the same. It's the same.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. It is one of the greatest pieces that you can ever own.
Robert, quick fire question.
Oh.
Top 5 vehicles in movie history for you. Go.
The Aston Martin DB5 from Goldfinger is number 1. Number 2 is the
particular order. Don't worry about it.
Number 2 is the Lotus Esprit Turbo, the submarine car from Spy
Okay. Okay.
You know, number 3 would be Bandit's car from Smokey and the Bandit, the Trans Am, the black Trans Am.
Okay.
I know from the 70s. I know it's crazy.
All right, we're old.
The I would probably have to say the 1989 Batmobile.
Ooh.
From
left.
Batman. Oh boy. Gosh, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Probably.
Quick fire.
I don't know.
DeLorean.
Oh yeah, the DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future.
Okay. Oh,
Hey.
Justin, go 5.
Well, it's already taken all of the good ones.
No, it's all right. If you repeat, that's fine.
Okay. DeLorean, the first version, not the hover converted one. I don't like the hover converted one. 66 Batmobile, because yes, it was in its own film.
Yeah, I give you that.
Batman Forever Batmobile as well. It's weird.
2
it's
Batmobiles,
wacky,
okay.
but I don't care. It's a classic.
And I can't wait to buy it.
Oh yeah, I mean they've announced. Are we allowed to talk about?
2 more. This is quick.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. You've already taken the DB5. I love the Aston from. I know it's a terrible James Bond movie, but I don't really care. Pierce Brosnan's Die Another Day. The Aston in that movie.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, the Vanquish.
The Vanquish. Yeah.
That's great.
It's cheesy, but I don't care. I love it. And of course, the Lotus Esprit as well. The sub car, because of course my car can have the submarine on the screen when you are changing the suspension height. So I have to go with
all right, I would go DB5.
Yes,
I'd go DeLorean.
Of course.
I'd go Ecto 1.
That's a good one.
How do neither of us mention
I would
that?
go Batmobile from 89 as well.
Yes.
And 5th, I would say...
It's hard.
It is toughy. It's a tough for the 5th one. I just got the Blues Brothers.
That's hey, why not?
Police car in my head.
That's a good one too.
Brothers police car in my head. So there you go.
Why not?
Bilbonius Bag of Donuts sends a super chat. Bilbonius Bag of Donuts says, "I get Aragorn and Infinity Thanos tomorrow."
Nice.
What a combo! Interesting combo, sir.
I thought that was a good combo, right? Roger
Oh, yes.
H, as he does, sends in a super chat sticker. And Terje Tiberius Mork in Norway says, I'm going on a diet. I'm eating eggs and chicken, low carb, good losing weight, but imagine the 6 scale toys. Lost weight equals toy money.
Yeah,
yes.
baby.
There you go.
That's a great combo, dude.
And our friend S. Beam, who has a great collection of hot toys himself, says he's getting his deluxe Beskar Mando today.
Nice.
This show is great because you don't just talk
Exciting.
about Sideshow and hot toys, you bring it all to the table.
Hell
We
yeah.
do.
Dude.
We do. S. Beam is
We
actually
try.
making a toy of me. Az has his
Yeah.
toy. Gary has his toy. S. Beam has been doing, he showed me the recent work on the head sculpt. I'm like, wow.
I
That's
have
well
not
dope.
seen it. I still
You-
need to see this Robert Meyer Burnett figure.
Yeah.
You know that I said that I was approached by someone and they said, "Hey, would you like me to make a toy?" And I just passed it in casual. Went, oh yeah. And then the next thing I know, I had this 1 in 6 arrive from Andy Masterson. Well, Andy got in. I think we related that story again last week, and Andy actually got back in touch with us this week, and he said, "Hey, Az, just to let you know, that wasn't me. I just did it, off my own back." So there is actually a market of people who are wanting to make us, and they're all
Oh.
competing. So
Excellent.
there could be another one, another time turn up. But yeah, I just said to
Even
Andy, I
better.
said, "Oh my god, there's a war going on. There's a war going on between these." But we've done a lot of talk. I got a few things to show.
Show some
see it.
stuff, brother.
Now then, we had a lovely little story last week because there was a lady, I believe it's a lady anyway, who said that she made her first purchase, and she said it was Rem. Now we looked it up on Sideshow. And I just had this nagging feeling. There was something about this character that I just recognized, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was, or anyway. So after the show, I say to you, hey Robert, I went and pulled the trigger on that Rem figure. That, by the way, then put it into waitlist only, so I took the last one. And it was shipping, and it shipped, and it arrived. Ooh. And today, I was just yesterday, actually. Sorry, I needed to solve the mystery because I recognized sort of like the packaging, and anyway, it ended up being quite a simple answer. There's a YouTube channel that I'm subscribed to. Called I think it's Rue Music, and it's a Japanese lady who plays the piano, and she does anime, music from anime. She does music from video games, pop culture. And one of my favorite pieces that she had done, which I thought the music was just beautiful, was from the show, which was called Re:0, and she cosplays when she plays the piano, and she was cosplaying, which I picked up.
We should have to have a drum roll for this.
This is which was that.
Wow.
And this is great. This seems to have like a Bison body.
1 in 9
underneath
scale?
it, seamless
1
body.
110?
I don't know, because the boobs are freaking massive. But the body's like
Not,
really.
not all of it is 1/9 scale.
Yeah,
Leave it at
some of
that.
it's maybe 1/9. But this is really beautiful. This is just holding on. There are various hands to put into various poses. This base, as you can see, is huge.
That's really cool.
Great.
Badass.
And
By the way,
different
as you've been,
places that you can actually put what.
as we've been talking, Darius Munchausen sends in a hot dog super sticker.
Hey, I bet he does. But yeah, this was the character that she was actually. Rem was the character that she cosplayed, and this is absolutely beautiful. You get two different heads. She's got the angry head. She's got the placid head, which she's got now. She comes with this beautiful tea set, and then she's got like a knife, and she's got like a morning star as well on a chain. So I gotta check out this show.
Check out
this show to see what it's like, because it looks like it might be a bit of fun.
I think that figure is going to live in your dreams too.
Well, I mean, I had to put the neck on because that was like separately packaged. There's also these little cuffs on the wrists which go and they cover up the seams, but you have to put those on as well yourself. I had to be really delicate. There's a bow at the back. Which
Here, hang on. Let me go full frame on you so you can see the bow.
Okay.
There we go.
There's a bow at the back, which I thought would obviously be there already, but no, it's like an elastic with two metal straps on, and you got to fit it into two tiny little holes on the waist to hold that in place. So yeah, this was. But I just thought when it's around, I thought this is great. I've got my own little waifu. So there we go. I've got my first waifu. She's got a massive tea set. She certainly has. But all of this, like all of the clothes, like come off, and then she's got like a swimsuit, and you could just put her in this like swimsuit. It's crazy, like the amount of detail on this figure. I was actually blown away by how much. But I think it's great. I mean, it's absolutely great. So this is yeah, I'm going to look out to see if they do any more from that series, and if they do, I think I'll, let them join the party.
As I want to show, I want to show the Captain,
yes.
Captain Wang Li from the Wandering Earth. So this is the Damn Toys figure from Wandering Earth, and it's incredible. You can pre-order this at Sideshow. And it looks to be, I love space action figures. Astronaut suited action figures. Look at the detail on this. This suit is absolutely incredible. And, I'm not the biggest fan of the Wandering Earth, but as a fan of Asian sci-fi, I looked at this and I'm like, oh my God, this figure is absolutely just exquisite with this kind of unbelievable work. And also, this face sculpt here is incredible, and definitely, as a one-off figure, it's something that I think is really worth owning. And I pre-ordered this as soon as it was available, and I can't imagine all the parts and the tooling that was required to make this. It's really, it's
badass.
It is a badass figure, and
Irish.
Why wouldn't you want to have that? And
pricey. I pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
I think I sent you this ages ago, didn't I?
Yeah.
And then I didn't pull the trigger myself. And
now you have. Now you're a better man.
I came across it again. I was just like, why have I not pre-ordered this? This is stupid of me.
So can I bring up a topic of conversation that just dropped today?
James Bond.
Oh.
No, it's about the president of Hot Toys. The president of Hot Toys.
Yeah.
So
this
is
interesting.
Okay, this tweet was put out by Quint, Nexus 6. I've got some Hot Toys news for you. Howard Chan, the CEO of Hot Toys, was interviewed by Milk Magazine. I don't know that magazine. I guess it's a Hong Kong magazine. And okay. Hang on, could you here say that again? Milk Magazine. Go ahead.
I believe it's a store in Hong Kong as well. They made Milk Edition figures in Hong Kong only, and there was a war machine, a plastic war machine, and it was like Oreo colors basically. It was a chalky matte white and black, and it was a one-off Milk Edition war machine. I'm pretty sure they're quite hard to come by nowadays.
Well, so in Milk Magazine, the new issue apparently, He was interviewed by Milk Magazine, and Howard Chad said this about the Star Wars sequels. I think lots of fans are disappointed with the sequels, even me. I don't have any desire to revisit them anytime soon. The sales were awful. The sales were awful. And I've often said that if you want to see how good a franchise is, all you have to do is look at Hot Toys and see if the toys are selling. And while the legacy characters sold, Han and Chewie and Leia and Luke, the legacy characters sold, but like you couldn't give away stormtroopers.
Put in perspective. The other day when I was at a con, I wanted to get something because I didn't want to leave with nothing. So I got this for $250, I think. A 2-pack.
Wow.
Which is unheard of.
Australian.
Yeah. And this guy, the sticker price on this guy was $5.99 for a white stormtrooper. 2 figures, half the price, or less than half the price of one white stormtrooper. That is
what was the white stormtrooper cost?
$5.99.
Right.
Australian.
That 2-pack in the UK, because I want to just so the UK audience can. That 2-pack cost £135.
Yeah.
They can't give them away.
I can't even get a third party for £135. And that's a single one. Mm-hmm. This is a licensed Disney 2-pack product.
Yep.
Dude, Gary's gonna be so happy when I tell him this.
By the way, I have to say that Martino Simoni, who is a good friend of this channel, sent me a $110 super chat. And I wanted to sing. He says,
"Whoa!"
He says, and I believe he lives on the Swiss-French border, if memory serves. He says, "Sorry, I'm not into small toys, so I have nothing intelligent to say. all I can say is that the Lotus Esprit looks and drives better, but the DeLorean is much more comfortable and reliable for a 40-plus years old car." I would assume that he's flexing.
Yeah,
Martino's flexing.
Speaking from experience,
I'm all about that flex, buddy, and I want to thank you for flexing the way you flexed. I think that's important that you can flex that way. By the way, this is a great question. Born Again sends in a super chat and says, "Fellas, I have binged Fully Articulated and Hot Toys streams, and I feel like I'm a part of a dirty little club, and I like it. Do you know if there are any Robert Mitchum figures, Reverend Harry Powell or Max Cady?" I'll tell you something, Reverend Harry Powell. You're talking about like Night of the Hunter, and I would love to get a Night of the Hunter figure. I don't think they've ever made. That would be because those would be movie figures. Those would be right up my alley. I would love to get a Robert Mitchum Max Cady figure if possible.
Incorrect in assuming, not assuming, but thinking that Robert Mitchum was one of a number of high-profile people that actually turned down the role of Dirty Harry?
I think you are correct about that, sir. I think you are correct about that. Yes.
Because there was John Wayne turned it down.
Yep.
Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Turned it down. And I think Robert Mitchum as well. I think he was another that turned it down.
Peter Pacheco says, my favorite plastic, now Diecast crack dealers. I just received my Mark 85 today. Question about the head sculpt. Do I keep the, and this is something we should talk about what Hot Toys did. Question about the head sculpt. Do I keep the original head sculpt and order a third party? And if I go third party, who to go through? Or do I do the Sideshow swap opportunity? Justin, have you been following this Sideshow swap opportunity?
Yeah. Luckily for me, I don't have to necessarily worry about it. I'm going to be getting the new head sculpt, and I'll keep the original. I'll compare both because I can't really tell you one way or the other. The people at Sideshow don't even know what head sculpt they're giving you. So someone asked them recently in the live chat, "What head sculpt are we getting?" And they said, "Oh, you're getting the Team Suit Tony Stark head sculpt, which is the Mark 50 head sculpt, which is different to the one that is in the images for the replacement." So it seems like they don't even know which head sculpt you're getting. So you may potentially get an old Mark 50, which is still great. But if you like this new one, keep the new one. If you don't, swap it out.
Could you explain just briefly what we're talking about?
Yeah. So basically, it's a saga at this point. When the Mark 85 went up for pre-order, it had one head sculpt. And that head sculpt, I thought looked fine. It didn't look amazing, but it was all new. It was a newly developed head sculpt. And one of the most expensive things you can do with an actor's likeness, especially an actor who is as expensive to produce a figure of as Robert Downey Jr., is license their likeness. So every time Hot Toys does that, it's in, the millions. That's why for the Mark 46, the Mark 47, and the Mark 50, and the Team Suit Tony, they all use the same head, because they don't have to pay for new rights for that new head sculpt. Finally, they went ahead, they announced, "We're doing a new head, everyone, get excited." And then for some reason, out of the blue, they showed another new head. So this is 2 at this point, right? So they've shown 2, the original one and the new one. And people really liked the new one. They said, "This is fantastic, it's even better than the first one." And then, when it was released, we got a 3rd head that was completely different yet again, and everyone hated this head, pretty much unanimously panned by everyone. So Hot Toys were quick to respond, and they said, "Don't worry, we're going to give you that 2nd head. The one that we were going to give you originally, the 2nd time, we're going to give you that one." In fact, I'm pretty sure that was always in the plans, because in the instruction manual, that is the head that's pictured in the instruction manual, not this new 3rd head. So I don't know when the decision was made to swap it out for this new. They thought the head sculpt was so fantastic that they absolutely had to last minute pop it in the box. Maybe. But it wasn't. It was quite bad. So now they've given us the opportunity, if we want to send back that new 3rd head sculpt to replace it with what they are saying is that 2nd one, which everyone unanimously agreed was the best, most accurate RDJ head sculpt that has been made by Hot Toys. What we get at the end of the day, I don't know, because nobody has seen this miraculous new head sculpt yet. Nobody has seen it. So that's a quick rundown on the Mark 85 head sculpt saga.
So what do you think? The question, what does he do? What does Peter Pacheco do? Does he order a 3rd party?
Peter, if you like it, keep it. If you are really unhappy with it, it can't be worse than what you got, because at the very least, they'll send you the Mark 50 head sculpt, and that head sculpt is great. So if you want something that just looks like Robert Downey Jr., the Mark 50 head sculpt is spot on. It's not as accurate to Endgame. It doesn't look as old, and the hair is parted the wrong way or whatever. But it is a better head sculpt, just from a technical perspective. It looks more like him. So if it bothers you that much, swap it out. If you like it, who cares what other people are saying? Keep it. That's my opinion.
Good advice. This is pretty funny. Dominic Smith says, "I just found this show last night. I binged the last few episodes, and I pre-ordered 6 Hot Toys between last night between last night and this morning. Damn you all."
I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sorry either.
No.
Remember, the motto of this show is yes, you should.
You are welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I will. Yeah, I'll take a thank you.
Gaz1 subscribed to the channel, I hope, during this show. So thank you, Gaz1.
Nice.
Robert Terrier says, "Robert, Norwegian guy has started selling head sculpts. You know what I mean? I've shown you." Yes, he's shown me some good head sculpts. Nice. I love, I love the head sculpt market. Like, there's some
Yeah.
really amazing artists working. They're doing rooted hair things. They're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Do you, Justin? Are you interested in buying high-end third-party head sculpts?
I only have one, and it was sent to me by the artist. This is the only one that I currently own, and it's the Homelander.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So these, I think,
Jeez.
these cost like in multiple hundreds because that's how insanely detailed they are.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. So I only have
So
one of these.
you're sending that to me, yeah?
I'll send you the link to his Insta.
Thanks.
No worries. I'm glad I could help. But I don't know. I don't know necessarily about that super high end. But there's in Hong Kong. There's stores, and I see if I can find a photo that I took when I was in Hong Kong, and I'll send it to you, Rob, so you can bring it up. While I'm narrating, I'll see if I can find it. But there's stores in Hong Kong that literally have walls of head sculpts. And it is the craziest thing that I think I've ever seen as a figure collector because there are endless possibilities. You literally walk in there. Say you want to make a Tom Cruise figure, from Top Gun. There's Tom Cruise head sculpt there. There's a flight suit there. There's another store just outside that sells military parts, so you can get the boots, and it is literally endless possibilities. I'm trying to find this.
Speaking of that, you find the picture. I'm going to go to this.
Hey.
I'm going to show Justin himself sent me this bad boy. This is a third-party figure. Wait, I was going to go to me here. Here's the third Mission Incomplete. More Mission Incomplete from Fallout. A Tom Cruise, an Ethan Hunt figure, and I do have the figure out. I have to say, I really like this figure a lot. I think the head sculpt is actually pretty damn good. It's got his mole. No, and I'm a big fan. I think that. Yeah, you know what? It looks, but the camera's not doing it justice right here. But I will say that I'm really digging this figure, and I have him displayed next to my Enter Bay Ethan. My Enter Bay Jack Bauer from 24. Because I figured the impossible mission.
And bro, hey, what you been drinking?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, that's not water.
And also,
Gin.
I thought I would before I show the picture. I think Az got his. I know I got mine.
Yes.
The nightmare Batman.
Oh my God!
I got my jacket.
Mine was shipped at the same time as yours, but for some reason, only 1/6 kit orders just come to me like 5 months after everyone else. So I don't have mine, unfortunately.
Well, we got ours, and you know what?
Yeah.
You know what's
I got
even
mine first, and I'm in the UK.
What I think's crazy. What came in here is glasses. There's glasses now.
What?
I don't know why there's glasses in here, but there are. And what's so funny about these glasses is I ordered a pair of these glasses from 1/6 kit before.
Yeah.
And and they're actually on my Morgan Freeman Lucius Fox figure. But they came like a little bent. And I don't know if they just remembered me and put these 6-scale glasses in there.
Yeah, mine didn't come with glasses.
And I was like, if that's what they did, 1/6 kit, that's some customer service like I've never heard from or heard before. What a great thing that 1/6 kit has done. So thank you, 1/6 kit. And I wouldn't be shopping with you if it wasn't for Justin Kane here. So there you go.
Well, I'm glad I could help. So I've also sent you the images of the store that I was referring to in Hong Kong. You're all gonna
and I'm looking at these going, oh my God.
Oh my God!
Let me. I'm gonna.
When we can go to Hong Kong, we're gonna be in so much trouble,
bruh. Between
I don't know whether or not just to leave my wallet at home.
I can't. Look, there's like a Vladimir Putin action figure.
I fear for when I arrive at the airport on the way back.
Oh, there's figures at the airport in Hong Kong.
What?
So if you forgot something, then you can pick up a Hot Toys figure in the airport terminal. In the terminal, just before you get on the plane. I've done that.
Wow.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Never mind having sweets at the counter. This is worse.
No. Don't worry about that. You can go to, there's stores at every terminal, just literally, and in the gate, where you get on the plane. So you'll be at your gate, and you'll, oh, what's that out the corner of my eye? Oh, that's a toy store. And then you'll go there, and then you'll buy your Hot Toys figure.
Let me just throw this up. Here's a picture that Justin sent me of head sculpts like on a rack. I have to say that between going to Japan and going to Hong Kong, I don't think I need to sell a movie or something, because I don't know how I would get I see this Vladimir Putin head right here. And I'm just like, this is crazy. I can't imagine going someplace and being able to have all of this stuff available to you.
I want a Putin.
There are just so many weird things. Like there's a head sculpt in there where they've taken the faceplate that came with the first Ant-Man with the smirk that everyone really loves, the Paul Rudd, and they've combined that with the second Ant-Man. So they've used the rest of the head from the second one. So you have a fully formed Paul Rudd head sculpt with the smirk on, which is what everyone wants. But you can't find that online anywhere, as far as I'm aware. You can only find it in some random janky little store in the middle of Hong Kong's figure market. It's crazy.
Yeah, what I love in this last picture you sent me, so this last picture, what I like is not just the head sculpts, but the stuff that's surrounding, you can see clothes and stuff, but there's a figure in the middle. It says a girl with a red crab. Is that what it says? Red crab? I don't know what that is. What is that? I have no idea what it is, but I'm there for it.
With red crab.
Girl with
Somebody said just have somebody lash you if you purchase something. I just have lashes on my back.
That's
all that would happen.
I don't know what to tell you, Az. You're going to be in big trouble if we hit up these stores, because they also have that Conan there down in the corner. This store is dangerous, and they have stuff that's long since sold out too. Like I got the outfit set for Obadiah Stane, so I could do my custom Obadiah Stane that came with the Ironmonger. I could take that head sculpt off and then pop it on the body. So I was really happy about that.
I have a third-party Obadiah Stane that's pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Nice. So when we go, I will show you where all of these the usual haunts are.
I just think it would be hilarious if we have all of our phones and we live stream to each one of our channels at the same time.
Oh, yes.
So
the issue is they don't allow filming. They don't allow filming in the stores. What? But when I was in that store, when I was taking photos, first of all, she asked me not to take photos. Then a guy walked in, and he recognized me from my YouTube channel. And then afterwards, she said, "Oh, no, it's fine. You can take as many photos as you want. So as long as you let them know that it's going to publicize the store and you're not going to send it to any licenses, and they're going to get in trouble.
Right, yeah.
Then you'll be fine."
oh, yeah. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Shane O'Reilly sends in, I think he probably sent in a super sticker. I might have missed him. But Shane O'Reilly sends in 2 super chats. Thank you, Shane. And Noah Mint says, "What's up, you wonderful people? Also, curse every one of you. I'm now about to get my third 6 scale, and that would be the Hot Toys Batman Beyond figure."
Nice.
Why don't you, both of you, mine was shipped, by the way, today, finally.
Nice.
Why don't you both wax rhapsodic about the greatness of the Batman Beyond figure?
I'll just say one word. Fabric. That's it. You can go crazy with your posing.
Why don't I just
show it? Show it.
Just show it, dude. Because this figure and your pose, I got to say.
My pose, I think I got my pose pretty fucking.
It's an exemplary pose. Let's take a look at. Yeah, and I love the crook of the head. From the picture you showed me, the crook of the head was, wow. I can't wait to display him fighting Deathstroke.
Not with the fabric. No.
It's so good.
This is my heart when I opened this up and started to get this stuff out and articulate the figure. It was just, insane. And then when I put the cloak on, because the cloak comes unattached to start with, and the way that it just clicked on the back, I was just like, this is. And then I just messaged Robert. I was just like, why isn't there a Batman Beyond film? It's just like, why? This is just beautiful, though. Just absolutely gorgeous. If you have not got this, seriously, I don't know why. You're here.
A lot of people have
It's
not
insane.
bought it. It's not very popular. And then when it sells out, I promise you, when it sells out, everyone will want it.
Yeah, this will soar in price.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then Hot Toys will reissue it like they did for the War Machine this morning.
Right, I saw that.
Yeah.
Is that the first Diecast War Machine, or which one is that?
Yeah, that's the Mark 1 diecast, the one that everyone wants. And I'm totally for reissues. I'm fine with it.
Dude, I have that.
but
I bought that. I have it.
I love seeing people freak out that they're reissuing things like, oh my god, Hot Toys, why are you doing this? Money.
Yeah,
Money.
that would be the reason.
You want new things?
Do you know why, Justin? Because sequel trilogy Star Wars toys didn't
They're
fucking
bankrupt.
sell. That's why.
They made too many Jet Troopers and Sith Jet Troopers and 2 packs with Finn and Riot Control Stormtrooper.
Oh,
Pizzazz.
boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's why they're selling stuff. That's why they're putting stuff out, which is going to sell. I still have a couple more, by the way. A couple more figures to show.
Oh, we got time. Get them.
Show. Let's see.
This is now Justin bought the wrong one of this.
Uh-oh.
Can I just say I've got the correct one, and also Sideshow made another mistake. 4 mistakes they've now made with my orders. Bad mistake in as much as I was meant to get this and the Warlock. They sent me 2 hunters.
Uh-oh.
So this is what I'm going to show off, which is the Destiny 2 Hunter.
Wow, that's badass, dude. That is badass.
I bought 5 of these little bases for £5 in the UK.
Nice. Could you
from
scooch
Amazon.
it down? There we go. There we go. Now I can see it all.
So I got him in a nice little pose. He's got his cold fusion gun and he's got his ghost. Yeah, he's got his ghost up. But I was meant to get the Warlock in the same shader, and they sent me 2 hunters, this shade and then the shade that you've got. Right. Oh, you did get both. Okay. So I sent them an email, and they said, we'll get back to you yesterday, and I'm still waiting for them to get back to me.
To a friend of mine, he ordered an Iron Man or something, and they sent him a Commander Cody. And they said,
oh, wow.
Have you opened it? And he said, yes, I've opened it. And they said, okay, well, you can pay us, I don't know, half price or some rubbish like that, and you can keep it if you want, or you can send it back. And he chose to keep it. So maybe they'll do the same for you.
Well, they sent me, when the smaller Batman Hush figures came out.
Yes.
They sent me 2 of those instead of 1. I just ordered 1. They sent me 2. And I contacted them because, I'm a good boy.
You're a stand-up, gent. You're a Yorkshire man.
They just said keep it. They just wouldn't keep it. Yeah. But this
they're
one,
a big enough company that it's a non-issue for them.
I've had this paid off for a long time. You've had it, Justin, for a long time. But it's just arrived for me. And it is IG-11 with, I've got the lights are on. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that I don't like about this is the base. Because it's got footprint base. Why don't they just give us the flat one of this? There's the flat version of this. Just give us the flat version of this. Yeah, they're just human. Yeah, human. But it's a great figure. I paid off. I bought this like when it came out to pre-order, and I just paid for it outright. So it was just nice for something to come along with just, tax instead of give us some money. Especially after my crazy pepperoni and cigarette party that I had last week. But yeah, the guns get going on their hands. If you understand how to articulate the hands correctly, they can get in there nice and tight. But yeah, great little figure. It can go with Mando. It's huge. It's absolutely massive. Yeah.
Do you either one of you have? I have a favorite figure from the Sideshow line was their IG-88. Do you have?
Yes, I compared him to IG-11 in the review. Actually, the years have not been kind to my IG-88. Unfortunately, he is what I would like to call an floppy mess. He is a disaster right now.
Oh, yeah. Mine's okay.
His lights still work though after how many years and the same batteries, which can't say that for any Hot Toys figures that I own.
No.
I don't know what kind of batteries they'd be using, but yeah, he won't stand up really, and the stupid thing where you peg the gun like into his arm to get him to hold it, it no longer pegs in because I don't know, the peg port has widened. I don't know, something's happened and it won't hold it.
I will say with the Destiny 2 Hunter, the right arm is fucking spaghetti.
Oh, it's replacement. Get a replacement body, perhaps.
It's it's not good. It's really, really bad. So
I had to ask Sideshow for a replacement body for my Lando. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but
here, let me go full frame for you. Hold on, let me move it
on his neck. There is let me remove the head. There is a line right there. Can you see it? There, that line on his neck.
Yeah.
So this leather strap was pushed up against the black line that goes along his neck. This leather strap was pushed up against his neck during shipping, and the black dye has transferred to this horizontal line there. So they said, yes, we will send you a replacement body. I don't know if that means it's going to come with legs and arms and feet and hands and whatever, because this guy comes with 2 head sculpts. I could technically make a second Lando. I know people have done that before. But yes, it's my first experience swapping out getting exchange parts from Sideshow. So we'll see.
Yeah, because last week my replacement body for
I heard about
Leon.
that. The damn toys Leon. Yes, I heard about that.
Yeah, so I was thinking of now making a battle damaged Leon to go with a fully functional
Why not?
Leon.
Why not?
Yeah, get my paints out, get some blood on, blood on the clothes, tear some clothing up, make it look like he's been through the walls, stick the rocket launcher on him, looks like he's at the end of the game.
Do it.
Nice.
Do it.
Nice.
And then show us next time.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be once this room's like sorted, which it's gonna be by next week.
Nice.
It's gonna be a project because these statues are going. I'm freeing back up the desk. I need this for arts and craft.
Yeah.
So the statues are going, including my beautiful huntress. They're going to go downstairs.
I can't wait. I mean, I'm looking forward to. I've been renovating this space here. I'm going to move things around a little bit. I'm tired of being. My baby's been stuck in the corner for a long time. That would be me. And I'm gonna. I've got all my physical media. I can't wait to turn this into a place where I can broadcast from different places.
Yeah, nice.
So that will be good. By the way, Manowar 665, neighbor of the beast. That's funny. Sends in a super chat and says, "Ha ha ha! Nothing announced or up for pre-order for me this week. My wallet and I laugh at you lot. Winning."
Well, that's the second. That's the 1 in 12 marketplace, really, isn't it? And if you've got nothing to pre-order, then I pity you.
It's the other way.
Yeah, it's the other way
I feel
around.
Bad. I feel bad for you, sir.
I bite my thumb at you, sir.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I've just seen what I've been pre-ordering from Toys Wonderland.
Don't look.
Yeah, don't
Avert
look.
your gaze, sir.
Hey, I've
Just
got
wait for it to arrive.
It's already, dude, it's already paid for. It's too late now. It's for,
Justin, I have a question for you. So I've been
Yes, sir.
using Toys Wonderland. I have been using their pay-as-you-go, paying off figures. I've paid off a few figures, and it says that they're supposed to send you a notice where you pay shipping fees.
Mm-hmm.
I've not received it, and these figures have been paid off for weeks, quite a long time actually. And I don't know, should I write them? Is there a place?
Yeah. Send them an email. They're currently doing an overhaul, apparently, of their entire website, and I don't know if that's going to take into account the back end stuff as well. But the website is going to be revamped, and finally, on the homepage, it's not just going to be "but here's everything." It's going to be,
and it's so funny because it's deceptive because figures are much cheaper sometimes at Toys Wonderland than if you bought them through Sideshow. But then when you get the shipping notice, it makes up the difference. Not quite.
Yeah.
So I still think
Sometimes.
I still think it's cheaper.
For those in the States, at least. For here in Australia, it's not that bad. I find it's cheaper for us to get them from Hong Kong.
It's much better for me.
Yeah.
Because I just don't have that. I don't have that international import fees. And so that's a big chunk, because import fees for me they're 45 to 55 pounds per 1 in 6.
Yeah.
And it's really bizarre how it fluctuates in price. So you add that
Y'all
on.
are brutal over there with those import fees.
And
Like, they'll be snipping around everything, huh?
That's $70-80. That's $80 odd dollars extra on top of a 1 in 6. So if I can get it from Toys Wonderland, I'm saving that immediately on that figure, on those various figures. And like I said, because I've just had a look now at what I've had pre-ordered from months ago. We've pre-ordered some amazing stuff.
I know.
Oh yeah.
We've got the deck art coming. We've got the
Only they
coming.
would release them.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Where's So Toys, man? Where's the Vigilantes?
So Toys Green Arrow is supposed to be out, actually. It was supposed to be out on the 31st of March. No, May. Yeah, May. I will have to find out where the heck that is, because I was getting quite excited for that Green Arrow. Not that I'm a huge Green Arrow fan, but to go with the Hot Toys Flash that's coming, you got to, Arrow and Flash, why not? And then after that was supposed to be Robin, I think. So I don't know what the holdup is for them.
I wish we got a classic Oliver Queen, because I'm a huge Green Arrow fan.
Mm-hmm.
When I started collecting comics in the early 90s, Green Arrow was the next character which I was told to get into, because at that time it was written and penciled by Mike Grell, and you had the Longbow Hunters, and then you had his run, which was for mature audiences, and it was just phenomenal. And so I just fell in love with that version of Oliver Queen. So to have that classic Oliver Queen, I'd love a 1 in 6 of that. Love one.
Sideshow do have the DC Comics license, so they are the ones that you should be asking for that. Come on, Sideshow. After this Harley, I want to see some more leaguers happening. Man will be nice.
As I would just like to, I don't know why I happen to have this at arm's length.
Oh, okay.
But this, my friend, is the first Mike Grell Green Arrow omnibus.
Nice.
I love this run. It takes place in Seattle, my hometown.
Seattle, yeah.
And
nice.
This is a phenomenal. I love that they put out this omnibus.
Florists.
Yes, the Sherwood. Yes.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, that cover is actually one of the covers from the Longbow Hunters. I think that's the third cover, actually.
The Longbow, and this is the Longbow Hunters omnibus. I mean, this is chonky. This is very chonky.
Very chonky.
You could literally work out with this book and build up some guns.
Our reading for the real BBC, bagging, boarding, and chatting, with Gary, our reading is for the Longbow Hunters. And somebody yesterday, when they super chatted, said that they had got the omnibus. So they'd read the Longbow Hunters, and they said, "Now I'm at it like issue 9 of Green Arrow." And I'm just like, "Hey, carry on reading because that Mike Grell run is phenomenal.
It's great.
It's absolutely phenomenal.
Love it." By the way, Skywalker Zarel sends in a tip and says, "Gentlemen, Knight Rider. How could you forget Kit?"
Because he wasn't a movie.
That's true.
He's a TV show.
Yeah.
So he's not real.
Gotcha.
Not real.
Bitch.
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah, we go for movies.
Here's a good question. This was a good one for Justin.
I might have said TV as well.
Keaton Carr 89 sends in a super chat and says, "What first party figure had the most quality control issues?"
Deadpool, I think. The first Deadpool had that wrist material flaking issue where it was literally peeling away at the wrists. I think that's the only one that I can recall having quality control, because people confuse like them breaking something with QC, which is not true.
I love this
QC
figure, by the way. This is the second.
that's Deadpool
I want
2.
that. I really want that.
That is the best version of Deadpool that Hot Toys have made out of the two. It's beautiful.
Oh, this
Proportions
figure,
fantastic. Suit is fantastic.
it's really, I'm very impressed. I love one of my favorite things that Hot Toys has done is made these magnetic eyes that swap out.
Oh yeah.
They've done that with Spider-Man too.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is one. You know, when people ask me, like, give me an example of a figure, if I show somebody a figure that I would say why I love Hot Toys figures so much, this is definitely up there. And then the accessories are hilarious. But, I mean, this is just an incredible figure.
Yeah, I do want that.
Get it.
Yeah, you got to get it.
I'd have to get it through the, secondary market, though, and it's expensive, that one.
It's
really
pricey,
expensive.
but worth it. It's excellent.
Yeah, it really is. It's a great figure.
I nearly went for the dust version to get a cheap version. I was like,
Oh.
no,
it's
I want
it's bad.
the proper
It is
one.
bad. They didn't even put the duct tape on the suit for you. You have to do it yourself. You have to use the stickers that they included to apply it yourself. So if you want it movie accurate, which we buy them to be movie accurate, right? It's the number one reason why we buy them. And they didn't even include enough duct tape stickers to create the accurate look. It's a total fail. It's like it's like selling you Anakin, but then not including the right outfit, and then you have to go and get the outfit from somewhere else. They're like, what?
It's like
You can't do
selling
that.
your Finn without a stormtrooper.
Patrick Riley, this is interesting. I don't know this. Patrick Riley sends in a super chat and says, "Hi all. I finally decided to pull the trigger on the Joker on the throne from Tweeterhead. Have you seen it? I know you love a good chair, Robert."
So first of all, it's a statue.
Tweeter.
Joker
Oh, that is a
on-
beautiful. Wow. It's a maquette though. But you gotta see.
yes.
You gotta see this. This is. Let me throw this. Let me throw this up in the chat because this is dope. I mean, this is a
Scale.
beautiful.
Do we know what scale it is?
I don't know. I'm throwing it up now.
Oh, that's
Here's what it looks like. I mean, what a great figure. Yep, it's a 6 scale. This piece. Here's what it says. The piece features the Clown Prince of Crime, lounging in a chair surrounded by trophies from his DC Universe conquest. It will be 20 plus inches tall and feature an exclusive version with additional pieces. Pre-orders go live at tweeterhead.com on Thursday, May 27th, noon Eastern. This is quite. I love the camera that's hanging off the thing there. I mean, this is a great looking picture. I love that thing.
You're on that shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
To be able to move that.
Sort of missed a trick here.
Yeah.
I think this throne and the Joker should have fit into the throne.
Yeah.
Don't
That's what
have
they
it,
did. That's what they did with their Catwoman from Batman Returns. You
Yeah.
could remove Catwoman from the base, and then it had the Max Shrek cat head logo on the thing. And
Yeah.
You could have Batman on it. Come on now.
Man, that Joker should be removable. And then you've got they've even got the camera from the Killing Joke
Yep.
draped on the side as well.
Yeah, you guys, let me show this and quickly rifle through these pictures because this is cooler than I thought. This is pretty great. Yeah, I mean, look and all the money on the like, look at this, this is very, 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 very cool. So, and I look at this, the pouring gasoline onto the money. I mean, you can see I love that pouring. Yeah, this is a really exquisite figure.
Yep, I love it. Just saw that.
The knife, again, from the Dark Knight on the end of the spats.
Yeah,
it is an awesome piece, but I would love it more if I could take him off and then just use the chair.
Yeah. Yep. Manowar 665 Neighbor of the Beast sends in another chat and says, "You knew it would eventually circle back to the dollies. I have the over under that Az's next pulling of the trigger will be a Malibu Barbie beach house."
You're right. You're right. I did. Yeah, because she's got a beautiful hat. It's the hat, dude. It's the hat.
Chris C said that Sideshow sent him a $25 off coupon. He says, "It would be rude of me not to use it, right?" Yes, it would. You should use it and do it now. While we're on the air, do it now and write back and tell us what you've purchased.
Yeah, you don't want to offend them, do you?
No.
Martino Simoni says to me, we talked about this because where he lives, he says he sent in that lovely super chat. He was talking about the cars. He goes, "I'm not flexing. I'm just letting you know that you'll have some Bond-esque choices on how to reach the GoldenEye bungee jumping dam." He's extended an offer to come visit him, which I'm going to do more than ever. And I guess we're going to drive in Bond cars to the actual dam where Bond did bungee jump from the beginning of GoldenEye, which is a great pre-title sequence. So, Martino, you would make this old man's dream come true to do both of those things. But that would be amazing. Unbelievable.
There's been some, can we just say, there's been some bad Bond news today.
Was there
Really
Bond news
bad.
today?
Yeah.
About Amazon or?
Yeah. Basically, the writer of Bond has said there's just so much fucking interference with the film that it's going to be
already.
Didn't
they only just buy?
Be watered down?
You mean
They've only just bought it, but you have to understand that this is probably a thing that's been in development for a long time.
Yeah.
Amazon have had a seat at the table for a while now, and he's basically said that it's just corporations come in, they want everything by committee. 1 minute they're saying we don't want we don't want him drinking martinis, it's a bad optic, and then they say, and now people are worried that the British accent is not inclusive enough, so we need more American.
Oh my god!
Sure.
Well, he was saying that he hopes that doesn't happen.
Well, but I mean, look, this is a person who knows what's what, and the writing is just on the wall here. He's just saying the writing's on the wall.
Did you just reference Sam Smith? Yes, you did. Sam Smith's theme song.
I think everyone needs to chill a bit. These days, it's getting a bit crazy. Like now, toy companies are not allowed to picture their figures holding guns anymore. Even if they come with a gun, like the US agent, the SH Figuarts US agent, who comes with a sidearm, he's not allowed to be pictured holding that sidearm. They just have a little note in the description saying, comes with sidearm. Like, how? Like, really? That's how you want to do
It's
No.
not, the U.S. agent is not the one that's going shooting up nightclubs in the United States.
no.
You know,
No. It's a
No.
fictional character.
and
So everyone just needs to just simmer down, just chill. You know,
There is no chill though. That's
Come
just
on.
the problem, dude. There's just no chill no more.
but also
I
America, we have like mass shootings every day. I mean, it's so out of control here. It's just, there was in the 91 freeway that's close to me, somebody was just randomly shooting cars as they were driving down the freeway.
What the heck?
I mean,
What is wrong? I don't-
Sounds
only
like-
in
sounds
only
like
America.
America.
No,
South
only
Africa,
it's
dude.
only in America. We are a very immature people, unfortunately.
I bet you
Nice.
I bet you they're the same people that think that Sideshow is the same company that is Hot Toys.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable.
The animals.
How dare they?
The animals.
Stubble McShave asks, "Oh, this is specifically directed to me. If I could pick one figure, would I get Victor Pug Henry from Winds of War in his naval uniform, John Blackthorne from Shogun in his samurai outfit, or Lord Yoshi Toranaga?" Dude, you gotta go for Shiromifune as Lord Toranaga.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on. You know me with my samurai shelf back here. You know what my samurai shelf needs? Lord Toranaga. I mean, you can't. I mean, I've got Yojimbo is here. I've got Nathan Algren from The Last Samurai. I mean, I know Maximus Decimus Meridius is not a samurai, but he might as well be. So anytime I can get more samurai figures, I will take that. I will take that option. And our man Jack Wallace. Okay, this would be interesting, Justin. You would dig this. So Jack Wallace is a great imagination connoisseur. He has a son, Aiden, who I believe is now 9, who's about to turn 10. His birthday's either happened like in days. His birthday's coming up, but he has started to do action figure photography. And he's been, as a 9-year-old, he's been doing some amazing photos. Amazing, like he's doing things with effects and lighting. He's doing a lot of stuff with the Predator. And apparently Jack told me that he sold a few prints now. 9 years old. He's doing
nice.
action figure photography. Let me grab one. And
Be careful,
I'll put it up.
Sideshow does not see you selling those prints because they will copyright strike you because they will say that they own the copyright, which...
Well, these
up
are,
with them, I
he's not
guess.
doing 6 scale yet. He's doing smaller figures. So
Okay, good.
maybe
Stay there.
Sideshow
Stay in that
will
realm.
leave him alone
For now.
for now. But yeah, I'll get a few of these.
Gary?
I just love the fact that he's been doing some really cool, like, and keep in mind, he's 9, you know, and I love
Yeah.
the fact that he's a budding filmmaker.
Badass.
Like this one.
Keep going.
This one's really cool. This is one of his Predator ones. Let me put it up. I mean, if I was 9 years old now and I had the kind of iPhone technology that exists, like, I mean, I would be doing this too. So this is Aiden Wallace. This is an example of his action figure photography. Here is the Predator running. I mean, that he's making explosions like behind these characters for real. So if you can see it in the chat there's an example of some of his work. I mean, how cool is that, dude? I mean, here, yeah, so he's doing, you should see on the live feed. And then there's, wait,
Oh, that's nice. That's
isn't that
awesome.
cool?
Yeah, that's badass.
Yeah, and I mean, he's 9 years. I just hope he doesn't burn himself. I'm sure his dad will make sure that doesn't happen.
That's just a firecracker.
Yeah, yeah,
That's just a fire. That's the beauty of it. That's just a firecracker, and it produces such a great effect.
Yeah.
That you just put the camera in. So when you light it and it explodes and then you set it off, you can sort through the right one.
It's so cool. And here's another picture. I'll throw it up. Here's another picture of it looks like it's Deathstroke the Terminator is on the ground, and a Predator is behind him, and obviously there's a sparkler or something. Deathstroke is on the ground, and there's a Predator in the background, which I love. I mean, I love this kind of thing, and to me, I love the fact that we've got Aiden at 9, soon to be 10, is doing this kind of creativity. I mean, how cool is that? I think
That's
that
it looks like he's fired his shoulder cannon and it's just exploded
yeah,
slightly
I love that.
to the right. Yeah, it's so good.
it's so good. I got to put a picture of him up because he's got. I'll put a picture of Aiden up, and he's proudly showing us his figure before it is unboxed. So once again, I'm putting up Aiden Wallace, who's an imagination connoisseur par excellence, and I can't wait to see what he's doing. He should do like one of those coffee table books of his action figure photography. So here is young Master Aiden Wallace up in Washington State showing us. It looks like he's got a 12th scale. I don't know if that's that. I don't know which company that is, but that's clearly a 12th scale version of the Predator, and that's obviously what he's using in his photography. So good on you, Aiden. You are the man, and happy birthday. I still owe him a package from his last birthday, which I'm going to get to him this time. Terrible about sending things out.
NECA, that is the NECA Predator.
Is that the NECA Predator?
Yes.
All right. Is that 12 scale?
It is. It's NECA scale.
It's okay.
Whatever they decide that it is.
Yeah, and Jack Aiden's dad says, great, now Aiden wants to go to Hong Kong after seeing all these figures, so
hey,
he should. Laser Beam Hawkins said, that's a gorgeous BB as.
Thank you.
So,
Not too bad yourself.
and Man of War 665 Neighbor of the Beast sends in another super chat and now accuses us of being sizists, that we are plastic sizists. Listen, man, go 16 or go home. It's all right.
hey,
Oh yeah, I mean, if you can't,
or quarter scale, or whoa, it's a whole
Yeah, there you go.
whole
produce
nother
the
kettle of
goods,
fish.
dude, you know, it's not our fault.
I just reposed my quarter scale Boba Fett the other day, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot how good this thing is. It is a beauty."
Yep.
I just want to. God,
Yeah.
just like, damn.
You gotta love it.
Oh,
Oracle of Doom says, Justin, watched your video for the DX16 Darth Maul. He now sits.
It's an old video.
He now sits on
apologize.
myself. Laugh out loud. I love it. Hey, Az and Rob, love you guys. Keep up the awesomeness.
cheers.
You know, I've not opened my Darth Maul and Sith Speeder. I've looked at this box. I've never opened it. When I get those Module cases, he's going in.
Hey,
I'm
yeah,
doing a
that was the
whole.
way.
I've got the Akira bike. I've got the Tron Light Cycle, the Hot Toys Tron Light Cycle.
Yes.
I've got the Bat Pod with the Catwoman on it,
Yes.
and I'm just gonna line up my motorcycles,
Nice.
just because.
Just, you know.
Lucas Ashdown says, "Where's the best place to get a 1/6 basic Iron Man?"
There is no such
no
thing.
such thing. Yeah.
No. Just pick your favorite Iron Man and search Hot Toys, whatever, Mark 3, Mark 4, 5, whatever, and do a bit of Googling, and you should be able to find it.
First of all,
Toys Wonderland has them, but they'll be pricey.
You've got to get the Diecast. The Diecast Iron
Absolutely.
Man figures
Absolutely.
are the greatest toys ever made. They're
Yeah.
so
Absolutely.
amazing.
I was just assuming. I wasn't even going to even fathom that plastic was even an option. Diecast or bust.
Heyo.
And Mark 85 is going to be the cheapest-ish because it's the newest and it's readily available. Whereas if you try and get a Mark 6 or a Mark 5 or Mark 4 or 3, you're going to struggle because they're going to be pricey.
Yeah, really way too expensive.
Yep.
Skywalker Zarel says, Knight Rider 2000, bitch, blow. You know, the Knight Rider 2000. What is it with that? Keaton Car 89 sends in a super chat and says, I have to give a nod to Clipper King for his 1/6.
Is that the one they killed Devon off in?
I think
They
so.
killed Devon off in that one?
I think they might have.
How dare they?
You know, what are you going to do?
Not kill Devon.
I'd not kill him. S. Beam says, Justin, I just posted the Robert Meyer Burnett work in progress on the collection Facebook page for you.
I just saw it and it looks great.
I know, right?
Yeah, You've got your own figure, sir.
I
There's
know.
no
I'm going to
higher
have him standing
honor.
next to George Lucas in my Maji case.
Excellent.
Bill Bonius Bag of Donuts became a member of the channel. Thank you, Bill Bonius
Great
Bag
name.
of Donuts. That's a good name.
I want donuts now.
So, you know, one of the things you guys were talking about on Jedi Patrol last night is like Hot Toys has been a little dormant. Are they just going to drop? What's going on with that? I mean, what outstanding figures have they not, like, where's Batgirl?
Batgirl is so far. I think she's over a year now. Birds of Prey Harley Quinn is over a year now, both versions. Harley Quinn from Arkham games also over a year. Iron Patriot, which we're all waiting for, obviously. Thor. All of these figures should typically have been here by now. So I don't know if they're just in the background. They're just ramping stuff up in the factories and just making, getting it done, and then they'll just start bang, 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 dropping them all at once. Or if they are just going as slow as it seems like they are. And
was this a COVID issue?
Not really, because I think in China, whether it's true or not, the government have said that they've conquered it, and that factories are back up to full production. So I don't think it's an issue. It could be potentially, but as far as I'm aware, the factories are running and open. And the way it works is they make this stuff in the factory in China. It's not their own factory, but they license to they subcontract, to a couple of factories specifically to only make hot toys. So those factories can now only produce hot toys. And then they're put on a truck and they're driven across the border to the Secret Base store. And that's when you always see the picture of the boxes being unloaded into Secret Base. So it's a pretty streamlined thing. It's literally driven from factory to store and then to me. So hopefully there's been no hiccup in that process and they start to, get back on the horse, because we need stuff, please. We've paid for it, so please give it. Thank you.
Give it to me now.
I want that Batgirl, because there is.
Oh yeah, me too.
1 in 6 Batgirl. That's the
It's
only
the
one.
first.
Yeah.
I want that Harley as well. We've got Joker from Arkham Asylum. I want that Harley to go with him.
By the way, I want to thank you for doing your recent review of the Sideshow Joker.
Oh yes, I love that figure.
I
He's
totally
awesome.
forgot I own that figure.
Hey,
It's never come out of the box. I watched your review. I'm like,
well, you
shit,
need the
man.
Harley now to go with him. That just came out.
That's just the point. Yeah.
I looked at that and I'm like, wait a minute, I own this figure. I've never opened it up. So
it is a great figure. I love that. It's just classic comic style Joker. I love it.
Yeah,
Can't get enough of that.
brilliant.
He's awesome. He is badass.
He is badass. Yeah, but it was funny when you're doing this review. I'm like, wait a minute, because I got that figure. What? I must have had that figure for 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
It's an old figure.
Oh no, this is the new version. This is the 2.0.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I have the
this is the
original
2.0.
version. Well.
Yeah. So they also did an original Harley Quinn. So this is also a 2.0 of the original Harley. So this is like their new era of the comic book figures. So they started with the new Superman and new Batman, and then they did Joker, Wonder Woman, and Flash. Yes, Flash was also one of the newer ones, and now they're at Harley. So I don't know what's coming next. I hope they do something crazy like a Bane or something, but they probably won't.
Oh, be still my beating.
Or what about an Azrael Batman? Come on, Az.
Oh,
come on.
I'm gonna have a crisis in a minute.
Yeah,
I do want a 1 in 6 of that though.
Bruh.
Someone make this man an Azrael Batman.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, that would be a great talk about toyetic.
That's
I mean,
toyetic.
you could like a deluxe version. You could have the head change. You could have a separate red one variant.
Flaming
when he
sword
has. Yeah, you could the whole shuriken.
Yeah.
Why?
I want that the one that Mafex is doing, the blue armored one, the 90s style one. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yes.
That's
I've got one
the
on
one.
order.
That is the one that hopefully I can get my hands on that thing because that looks badass. I've used that word 50 times throughout the stream, but I don't even care. It's what it looks. And I want it.
I thought Sideshow was you could pre-order it from the Sideshow.
Yeah, but Toys Wonderland has just made a deal with Mayfix and Amazing Yamaguchi, which is Revoltech, and Bandai for SH Figure Arts, and Mezco. So I will probably be getting most of the stuff from those companies as long as it was announced after December 2020. I will be sent. So basically, how it works is I get sent stuff, and then I get sent the invoice after. So I don't know what's coming. I've signed a deal with him, and I've said I will review whatever you send me. Sometimes it's review samples, sometimes, or most of the time, I have to pay for it. But I get a discount, and you send it to me, and then I pay the invoice. So,
has anybody that has sent you figures to review, have you ever reviewed somebody in an maybe an unfavorable light, and they got mad at you?
Not really, no. And I'm pretty honest. If I don't like something,
yeah, because you're very honest.
At the end of the day, it's still a toy, right? And we're putting our money into something. We're gonna find enjoyment wherever we may find it. So right. I'm usually still pretty positive. But if there's something that grinds my gears, I'm gonna just say it. And I haven't had any bad reception from that. 3-0 haven't said anything to me that I've complained that they don't come with display bases a bunch of times. They haven't said anything to me about it, so I haven't had it yet. But maybe one day someone will be like, "Hey, Justin, why you said that mean thing about me?" But most of the stuff I say is pretty like, "Hey, I wonder why it didn't come with a display base." Like, it's not like this is trash because it should have come with this for the price, blah blah blah, for the price. I really hate that for the price. It's like, just because you pay this price doesn't entitle you to everything under the sun.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I agree. You know, it's interesting. I wonder, like, I'll tell you, I have an insecurity about. I feel sometimes when I'm waxing rhapsodic, or if I'm in doing some deep dive analysis on some toy that I own, I feel like maybe I should, as an old man close to death. Am I allowed to have these opinions on toys? Like, am I allowed to? Because
you're purchasing them.
I feel like shouldn't I be like buying stocks or trading on the street and looking at my Bitcoin levels?
No.
Although what I do feel like looking at
Where
Jazz
does that
Inc.
lead? That leads to Dogecoin. That's it.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
these are tangible things you can look at, touch, feel, experience.
But
enjoy.
That's why I look at it that way. Model kits. I just got an email from my Japanese shopper saying he's got the next 5 issues of my Starship Android. I know. Look at that. Those. Wait till you start getting into Gundams, because
I'm in it. Now.
Yeah,
the last 2 days, I picked these both up in the last 2 days. This is a $500 kit. This is a $230 kit. 2 days. Stephanie's very unhappy with me.
Well, I have to say that of all, the one thing I love about that's the classic RX-78 mobile suit. That is it. That is the defining. That is the Millennium Falcon of the Gundam franchise. That is the most classic. Everything comes out of the RX-78, and
this and the Zaku is as far as I'm gonna go. I'll get a bunch of different versions of the Zaku and a bunch of different versions of the RX-78 too, but I'm not going to really go down the crazy line.
Look what I have right behind me. I know it's not 6 scale.
That's badass.
Isn't that cool? This is pretty recent. They make a lot.
SH Figure Arts was going to make one, and then they canceled it for some reason.
Probably some rights issue. I would love to have 6 scale. I used to have, believe it or not, I had a 6 scale. I had 2 versions of this figure. In 6 scale, I want to say that
Medicom?
Maybe it was Medicom. They made a civilian outfit, Char, and they made this outfit. And I've got to say, this was probably at least 15 years ago. At least 15 years ago. But I loved having them.
I'm searching it. I'm trying to find it now. Okay, I see it. It is made by Oh my god, I've never heard of this company before. It is quite old.
Yeah,
Bandai, apparently.
that's what it. Okay.
But in collaboration with Hot Toys.
Really?
Ah!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if that is the one you owned previously, but
Well-
yeah, in collaboration with, there's a review on thing Hot Toys Shah. It's very old,
yeah.
but
Bandai, no, it is. That's exactly the ones that I had, and you know what? It's actually reasonably priced. I mean, it's $350 on eBay.
I cannot believe that Hot Toys made that. That's hilarious. They partnered with Bandai to make this.
And there's
Wow.
two different ones. There's also the civilian outfit one.
That's crazy.
If
Well, there you
look
go. Hot Toys made a Gundam figure.
Well, I didn't realize it was.
It's a hot toy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gundam.
There you go.
Well, Gundam limited 4,000 unused, $600 to get one. It's maybe I should get it again, but I would rather have it look like Hot Toys figures do now.
Yes, me also. I'm looking at the pictures. I'm like, oh, that outfit is mighty baggy. So
Yeah,
I'm hoping someone does the. I would get an Amuro and a Char, and that would be it for me. Just the two main characters.
There's actually one out of a box for $120. Well,
Interesting.
there you go.
Interesting.
I love how this always tends to devolve into shopping.
Of course.
I don't
think
mean
there's something
for it to
special about
devolve
that.
into shopping. Well, I'll tell you. Let's see. Let's see. We've got some more super chats. Skywalker Zarel says, also, Rob, there's a letter I've sent into y'all that's very relevant to all your display case woes. You know what? I forgot. I've got letters, folks. I've got letters. I know, Justin, if you need to go to bed again, and I please don't, but I'll read letters, because I've got, I completely have forgotten about them, but we do have letters. And let's see if I had them. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm forgetting. I don't have your letter. I don't know where it is. But it's been a couple weeks, so let me go back. No, I think I don't have any. I don't know if I see your letter. Well, I'll have to look for it, but I don't see it. Anyway, I'm sorry about that, but display case woes. I mean, Modu cases are coming. Peter Pacheco sends in a super chat and says, question. As I was watching the show, I did my unboxing of the 85. On the legs, there are like scuffs. Is that part of it, or is it a defect? I guess
Peter,
the Mark 85
must be your first diecast figure. Welcome.
Yes.
The water is fine. Come on in. And yes, your figures will have these little marks. That is the realism effect that Hot Toys applies over the top. That's normal. It's fine.
That's good. Stub McShave says, Rob, you should pose some of your original Star Wars figures with your figure holding a camera and George Lucas standing beside you as if you were filming a scene from the movie. Well, it's funny that you say that.
Oh.
It's funny that you say that because you know what I have right here?
From your Australian shopper.
Yes, from my Australian shopper.
No.
In addition to graciously sending me this I needed. I did not have this figure. This is a 6-year-old figure. I believe this came out in 2015. I have tons of Star Wars figures, but I've got Ben Kenobi, I've got Han Solo and Chewie, I've got Princess Leia. I never got Luke. I don't know why. I thought I had Luke. And I was looking into getting a Luke, and these are really expensive. But here's the thing. If I mention to Justin, if I'm like, bruh, I can't, these Lukes, and then he'll find me one that's reasonably priced. And he'll say, innocently, is this a good price? Knowing full well it is. And he's like, maybe I could contact somebody and make sure. So yes, and since I again, it was funny. Elizabeth opened up this box, and it was painful to watch her. Oh, look at this, a lightsaber. I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm like, please. I'm like, honey, just put this back. Put the box back, please. Please, just put it back. But this, even though this is a previously owned figure, as we say, beautiful. The packaging was beautiful. You know, everything is here. Everything is. This was clearly a lovingly cared for figure. I will take him out of the box so you can see him. There's even this in the box still, the head thing.
Yeah.
And so
the neck brace.
Yeah, and this, here he is. I mean, this is actually a terrific figure. I really like this head sculpt, kind of a neutral pose. It's great. And you can even take his hair off. Oops. You can take his hair off. Look at this. Magnetized head.
Oh.
So
Okay.
That's what I look like in the morning.
That's what I look like all the time.
It's and the reason you do this is as I put this on, because it's because you can then you have actually how, let me get this right. Let me get this in correctly. You actually have another hairpiece, this hairpiece that goes on magnetically, so you can put like the blast shield helmet on him.
Yeah.
So he's fighting the remotes. So that's why they have different hair, so you can put that on as his accessories. And this figure comes with a lot of accessories. It's got his it's got his the hat that he wears. I don't think that he was looking from the I don't think he ever does he wear that in the movie?
I think so.
But yeah, and he's got
briefly, but he has it. Didn't he wear it extensively in the scene with
Biggs?
Biggs.
Yeah. So it's got that. It comes with the electronic. I think this is one of the first Hot Toys figures that came with the lightsaber arm that you put you swap out the arms.
Yeah.
And the battery. They've done a great job with that. I think this was one of the first figures to actually do that. So. Thank you, Justin.
Not as good as these.
Yeah, that's not as good as that, but that's because it's 6 years old. Come on now, you know.
Come on, man.
The evolution of toys is much faster than the evolution of humanity. So
it's the what do they call it? The thing where it doubles in how it was last year or whatever. You know, with tech, they use it all the time. That terminology
exponentially grows or something like that.
They call it the something effect or whatever. But yes, I agree with you. Even a Hot Toys figure that was made like last year, if they make the same thing, what?
Nothing.
What's happened?
Nothing. Nothing.
You found something funny?
Yeah, but it's probably not going to be appropriate to show on the show. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, I think I'm going to use this opportunity.
Stop sending me this stuff during the show because it just makes me laugh.
Since there's new people here, I'm going to put this up. The reason that I felt it so imperative that I got a Luke, not only am I getting my Jazz Inc. Millennium Falcon cockpit at some point, but I would like to once again throw up or show the Jazz Inc. 1/6 scale land speeder. My God, do I love this? Let me tell you, right into the Modja case. This is going to go. Yes, so it will. I can't wait. By the way, that thing weighs a ton.
Tonight.
So I forgot to switch over to you guys. Now here, had you received your Justice League, your Batmobile from Batman v Superman and Justice League last week?
Yes.
I don't think you got it already. Okay,
I got it.
Okay.
And did you pre-order your Batwing?
You can't pre-order at the moment.
Oh, can you not? There is a secret website.
Oh,
yes.
You have to be a member of their Facebook group where you go to the secret website. Don't worry, we will sort you out.
Okay.
You go to the secret website and you enter the secret code, and then you can pre-order all of the DC stuff again. Rob and I, or probably Rob because I'll be in bed. Rob can hook you up with the secret website. Code.
Yes, I was looking at that because
Oh my god!
You know you have to have that.
I know.
You have to have both. I want the '89 Batwing and the Batman v Superman Batwing.
I need the Batman v Superman because I need the consistency of my collection.
You're in the end game now.
Yeah, yeah, we're in the end game now. I got the Justice Mobile. I've got Ben Batflex coming out my wazoo. I've got Flashes and Supermans and Wonder Womans and Aquamans.
You've already got the Invisible
Alfred.
Jet.
Yeah, I have the Invisible Jet.
Everyone got that for free.
It was part of.
We got Alfred's coming. We've got Black Suit Supermans. Do you know what we're missing?
We've got Nightmare Joker coming.
We got the Doomsayer.
The Doomsayer
coming. I've got Deathstroke from the Arkham game.
That same company that made the Steppenwolf 6-scale statue, by the way, also made Darkseid now. And he has multiple heads, multiple different arms, 1/6 scale. And I'm pretty sure the price is reasonable. Not crazy.
Darkseid?
Yeah, Darkseid. His name is Marco Art. M-A-R-C-O.
Where can you pre-order that from?
Him. You've got to message him.
Oh. He does custom.
Yeah. He's like a small. He's not just like a dude. He like does runs, like production runs.
Okay.
But let me see. It's Marco Art. I don't know.
What about the Cyborg? Still no Cyborg.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, Hot Toys.
Oh, man.
Punk Waddle sends in a super chat and says, "Thanks for helping me justify my toy addictions." You know, I never would think that I would ever want to be thanked for being a pusher, but in this case, I'm very happy to be helping you with your toy addictions. All of my money goes to...
I think I'm a little bit too happy, and next week I'm moving into drugs.
All of my money goes to Gundam Gunpla and super chats these days, and I regret nothing.
Hey,
nor should you.
Guy.
We're better people for it.
He has a website. It's marcoart.hk, and you can see Steppenwolf is up there now, and Darkseid I don't think is up yet, but Steppenwolf is, and you can, I'm pretty sure, just contact him to...
Marco Art is one word?
M-A-R-C-O arthk.com. Marco Art H, because he's also in HK, of course, Hong Kong, of course. The Darkseid is on his Facebook page. As I know you don't have Facebook, but just click the link and you can see it at least.
Wow. Let me throw this up
look
right
at
here.
His Facebook.
Wow, Marco Art, there is some really impressive stuff here. Look at this. Man, this Steppenwolf. I'm clicking on Steppenwolf. Painting Steppenwolf. This looks incredible. Let's see if it ever loads. This is really cool. Look at this Steppenwolf statue with the Superman. I guess he's got a custom black suit Superman. This thing is ginormous. Oh my God. Wow, he's got the mother box there. My God, that's amazing.
As far as I'm aware, there is no Steppenwolf 3D file.
That's pretty great. Pretty great. I love how big, and I don't know how he sculpted that, but without like hurting his fingers. That just looks...
He did it digitally, of course.
Yes, but still, how do you print that out? How do you make it?
I have no idea. He probably printed it in flexible resin, I would imagine, so all of those points are not actually sharp. I would hope, because imagine spiking yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's scary. Kinky Sphincter asks an interesting question. I know.
Really?
Kinky sphincter. Yes. My favorite thing. What is the figure that means the most to y'all? Mine is the Man of Steel figure because it's my favorite movie. What is your favorite figure?
Well, I don't even know where to begin with that
I
one.
think since this turned up today,
I can tell you. Yeah, I can tell you what my favorite figure is today. It's this.
yeah.
right now, it's this.
My favorite Hot Toys figure of all time is my Vito Corleone from The Godfather. I love
choice.
that Hot Toys made that figure. The face sculpt is great. The box it comes in is terrific. It came with a chair, which makes it even better. And boy, that is a pricey figure if you want to find that. Ouch. Mm-hmm. So I think that because it's my favorite movie, I can't believe that somebody made a figure from it. So I love that figure. I think it's great.
I know it changes on a daily basis.
Yeah. Yeah. What have you done for me lately?
Weird. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, listen, gents. We've been going for 2.5 hours, and I think Justin needs to sleep. You know, he's been up. It's he's going to go back to sleep. What do you think if we were to bring this show to an end?
I think that'd be perfect timing.
I think it's good time. Justin, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me at Justin's Collection on Insta, Facebook, and YouTube if you want to come and check out some figure reviews. But be warned, you may be encouraged to spend money.
No.
If you don't, you're a pussy.
Where can people find you on social media?
You can find us YouTube, HeelsvsBabyFace. You can find us Twitter at HeelsvsBabyFace. And next Wednesday will be over on my channel for what? Twice!
Yes. So we switch off every week. And of course, Justin, do you do live streams every night?
I do live streams every Wednesday my time at 12 p.m., which I think is your Tuesday night. And for Az, that would be your Wednesday morning,
Yeah.
I think.
3 a.m. or something.
Predator 1987X sends in a super chat and says, "Hey guys, did you see the new Prime 1 Godzilla vs. Kong diorama?" Yes.
Did.
We covered it earlier on this show and showed it salivating over it. I think I would have my head put on a pike if I spent the $5,000 to buy it. But, you know, what people don't know won't hurt them, right? That's what I say. That's what I say. And on that note,
it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah, better to beg for forgiveness than permission, because that's the way you've already done whatever it is you're going to do.
Yeah.
Throw yourself on the mercy of the court. I want to thank you gentlemen for gracing me on my channel once again. This is one of my most favorite times of it's like Christmas every week. It's my favorite time of the week.
Wonderful time.
Most wonderful time
of the week.
Yeah, it's Christmas every week with these two gentlemen, and I want to thank everybody for generously supporting the channel via tips and super chats. I want to thank my moderating staff, beginning with Mike Bodden. Brian Hepburn is here. I think that there's Joshua Toner's here. Dean Mikatich is here. All from the UK. I've got a big UK contingent. Louise X Sparrow's probably here too. Joshua Levesque. Everybody's here. Thank you, all you blue wrenches, for all that you do. And thank you for supporting the channel via super chats and tips. I appreciate that. And if you want to write a letter to us, you can send it to me at my website at theburnettwork.net. Send a letter and put in the subject heading fully articulated or what toys, either way. And I promise I will read your letter on the show. And on that note, gentlemen, I will say au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, or of course, be seeing you.
Be seeing you?
Gentlemen. And we're clear.